Worms! Worms early! Worms, 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 worms! It's... what day of the week are we on? It's Thursday. It's the last stream day of the week. Okay, where am I? Ah! Oh wait, I'm gonna hide this now. We reached our goal for a Mountain Dew curry. Are you guys happy? All of the postcard orders, except for the ones that were made after I announced that all the postcard orders were sent out, have been sent out. I literally don't know what's wrong with you guys. You guys are so wonderful and awesome. I announced the postcard orders were sent out, and then people went and ordered more merch, and I was like, well, now I have to send out more merch, so it's a good problem to have, I guess. But I appreciate you guys when you guys do nice things like that, when you guys troll me in the nicest way. You're content? Who's impersonating Nane? Could you imagine if the load screen went to someone completely else? How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel if it was like this? And you were like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see naneniwa. And you're like, oh my gosh, naneniwa's about to stream. She's about to be here. Oh my, I'm so excited. And then boom. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? Hello, you can't order merch due to your country being far too away and stuff? Oh, I ship internationally. Yeah, it's I'm using the postcard service. I'm using the postcard mailing service. Yeah, I've mailed people in Canada before. I mailed someone in Paris. I was like, huh? Paris? Not to dox like where people are, but I was like, huh? And then I've mailed some people. I mailed people in Mexico. I've mailed people overseas. I've mailed people in East Asia before, which I was very surprised. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, you're trying to figure out what food this is? It's some sort of chocolate pastry. I don't even know what this is. I got it for the Willy Wacky stream. The Willy Wonka. I recreated the Willy Wonka experience. It's a video. Go check it out on my YouTube. I don't know why. I saw that the Willy Wacky experience, and I was like, I'm gonna bring that to stream. I'm gonna bring that energy to stream. And I found like a warehouse building photo. It was a whole bit. It was a whole thing. Should I go? Okay, let's restart again. Okay, I don't know how I feel about being chocolate, pawn, whatever. What, I don't even know how to say it. Do you guys want me to talk with my arms out? Do you guys want me to talk like this? Or do you want me to talk more like this? I don't know. How zoomed do you want me to be? Do you want me to be like, hey chat, good morning? Or do you want me to be like, do you want me to be like back here? Is this better? I think it was an orange slice. Willy Wacky? Yeah, you just have to watch the video to understand. Do you guys... Either way works, you don't care. Nane is a dessert. I'm not a dessert, please. Don't eat. I'm not edible. Even if I am, in the form of a dessert, it is still cannibalism because technically I am just a human using temporary transformation magic that will transfer back into an elf. And when I say human, I mean humanoid. Because I am annoyed. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have so much fun just staring at my own face. I know it's pretty crazy. You just be staring at your own face, of course. Look, if you spent this much money on a VTuber model, you just stare at your own face too. Looks maxing. Testing out the expressions. I tested them out 20 million years ago. When I got the model. When I got the model. Oh. Where are you? Sorry, I'm trying to open a little window so I can see everything nicely. Yeah, cinnamon toast crunch. I didn't have breakfast today. I have a coffee. And that's it. I'm just not feeling breakfast today. I think I had Mexican food last night and it was pog. It was really good, but I'm like, I feel full still. Your friend's actually planning on making a VTuber model soon? You're excited? Ooh! There's a lot of good, if you are impatient like I am, there's a lot of good, like custom Live 2D models. You pay like anywhere between 20 and $100 and you get to like customize it and then stream with it. Mexican food mentioned? Yeah. I'm like half Hispanic, so I like Mexican food. I like a lot of stuff actually. I like food, man. I don't like peas. Peas is like my one enemy. My one enemy is peas. Do you guys like peas? I don't know, man. They're so like... I don't like peas, and I don't like a lot of fruit. The texture of fruit is just weird. I've said this before. I think fruit is just like... When I... Wait, is my face on? Gulp? I don't actually know. It's just like... I can't explain the texture of fruit. I just don't like the texture. I don't mind when it's like in stuff though. You like peas? Peas is like the one food I don't like, which is like not used in a lot of stuff. Snow peas, sugar snap are good. No, I just said peas. I didn't say, you know, I didn't say like edamame or something. I just said peas. Peas are alright. You hate Brussels sprouts? Have you had like well-cooked Brussels sprouts though? I've had bad Brussels sprouts. Like if you make Brussels sprouts plain, they're like garbage. But if you like grill them and add like a proper seasoning sauce and stuff, it's like they're like not too bad for me. They're kind of like mini cabbages. If you cook them like mini cabbages, I don't know. I think like people don't cook Brussels sprouts correctly because a lot of people cook Brussels sprouts poorly. You're like the third VTuber that I've followed in a row that's turned out to be at least partially Hispanic. Is there some sort of magnetism that brings Hispanic people together? I don't know, man. Sure. I don't know, man. I'm just existing. You need most veggies need to be roasted. Too many people ruin it by steaming wrong. Yes, Ame, I'm dabbing you up right now. I'm literally clapping your hands. I'm high-fiving. I'm kissing you. I'm smooching you. I'm telling you good morning. I love you. Wait. I got a little carried away there. If you guys don't follow Ame on YouTube and Twitch, what are you doing? She dual streams Dota too. She's so cute. Ame's model looks like she could be like in not Final Fantasy. Well, yeah, that too. But like in Fire Emblem. She looks like a Fire Emblem character. I think that's my favorite thing about her. Thank you. Brussels sprouts have also gotten a lot better in the last 20 years. Oh. A lot less bitter, a lot more sweet. Oh. But if you add seasonings to your veggies, then are they still healthy? Bruh. Okay, chat. This is like the toxic eating thing. Okay? Would you rather have... Okay. I need you guys to have a better relationship with food, okay? Okay? Because some people are like, oh, it's so hard to eat healthy, and they're eating plain broccoli. And I'm like, that's not... If you're going from eating Cheetos to like finally like, I'm gonna eat broccoli, I'm gonna have, you know, a protein, and it's all like bland and unseasoned dog food, I am so sorry, but like, absolutely not. Absolutely not in the naneniwa house. You know what I mean? I'm the Gordon Ramsay. I'm literally Gordon Ramsay here. But I am like, look. Let's just, you know what? I'm gonna pull up a food label, okay? What's broccoli? Broccoli and cheese is pretty good, right? Broccoli and cheese, right? It's pretty basic. Or I'll do broccoli and sauce. I'll do like a sauced broccoli, from Green Giant. Okay. We're gonna look at the nutritional label for broccoli and a sauced broccoli. It's like a cheese sauce broccoli. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like, okay? 10 ounces, okay? And then we're gonna go to, we're gonna look at, like, what? Cheetos. Okay? Just some regular Cheetos. We'll look at the nutritional value. They don't even give you the Cheeto label. In a copy-paste way, because they know. Okay. So, if we look at the label for the cheese sauce broccoli, let's just crop that a little. This is important to me. I feel like you guys should really know this. Sure, why not? Okay. I feel like knowing how to read a nutritional label is a very important skill. People will say, is adding stuff to your veggies, does it make it unhealthy? Okay. If we look, you're getting 28 grams of food. You're getting 28 grams of food at 160 calories for Cheetos. That's not even the whole bag. That's just like a tiny serving. And we all know if you're eating Cheetos, some people eat like 2 to 3 servings, right? Okay? You're getting 28 grams of food. You're getting 2 grams of protein, 11% of your daily salt, and if you look at the fats here, you're getting a lot of saturated fats. Right? Oh, 2% iron, like that's not bad, you know? But if you look at this broccoli cheese situation, if you eat the whole bag, those frozen bags of broccoli cheese sauce, if you eat the whole bag, it's 110 calories. So if you wanted to be a glutton, you could do it. You could eat the whole bag. What are we getting here? You are getting a ton of sodium. That is not good for your diet, obviously. That's for one serving, 45 calories. Per container, 110. So you're getting like... Oh wait, they have the per container. The per container is 38% of your daily sodium. This is a side though. This is a side. You could have this with salad. You could have this with a baked potato. You know what I mean? There's other sides you can like diversify this with. And you can make your own without as much sodium. You can make your own at home without much sodium. This is just kind of to show you. This has a bunch of modified stuff. You got whey, you got modified cornstarch, you got soybean oil, ricotta cheese, you know, all this stuff. You know? But, besides that, it's got dietary fiber. 21%. How many of you are even hitting 20% on your daily fiber? If you eat the whole bag, if you eat like a whole portion. You're getting potassium, you're getting iron, you're getting 10% iron if you eat the whole bag. You see what I mean? Do you guys get the vibe now? That's a whole... You're getting... What is it? The serving size is about 110 grams. So what? That's 220 plus half of that. Yeah. And so, I'm just saying, if you're eating plain steamed broccoli, you can add stuff to it and you're still not even... You're not even hitting the metrics of a bag of Cheetos, okay? Don't just give up on dieting, you know what? And trying to live a healthy lifestyle. You can use butter. You can use seasonings. You can use a little bit of bad stuff in your food. Because a little bit of bad calories in your calorie padded fibrous veggies and stuff isn't going to, like, you know what I mean? We need to have a healthier relationship with food. Okay? You can't just be like, it's just as bad as McDonald's. It's not. I promise you it's not. You're unemployed, so eat your father's food and never complain. I mean, that's base. I mean, that's, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. But for people who live on their own, that are older, that have a job, that are buying their own groceries, it's something for them to think about, you know? Look, I get, like, if you live with your parents, if you're a kid who lives with your parents and stuff, like, you know, it is what it is. I told my parents, I was like, oh, vegetables are just really mid. I would just eat Pizza Hot Pockets when I was with my parents. My roommate saw me eating... I remember I was in school. My roommate saw me eating a bag of hot Cheetos. Or I was like, I really want a bag of hot Cheetos. And my roommate showed me the calories, and because they didn't see me eat a single vegetable that day. They were like, look at this like bag of like butter sauced veggies in the freezer. Look at the calories there. Look at the calories on the Cheetos. And I was like, and like, look at the nutritional value. And I was like, wait. And like, I was like, vegetables can taste good because my mom like only steams her veggies, which really like, she doesn't do it as much anymore, but she did it like back in the day. It made me so mad. It made me, I was like, everything's so gross. It's so gross. I hate it. I hate all these vegetables. But they were just being steamed, so... You know. You're an engineering grad, you just don't like working? I mean, that, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said. That's your I'm yapping for the people who, you know, are working at grocery shopping and don't know. The more you know, the more you know. You're so knowledgeable, good to know. You still stir fry with oil, so it's not... Look, you can use a little oil when cooking veggies and stuff. Like, you know, as long as you're not, like, deep frying all your food, you know. A little cooking oil, you know, is fine. And there's a lot of other stuff you can do to like, live a healthy lifestyle and all that, so... Don't even sweat it. When you're young, your body can put up with a lot of abuse. As an adult, you really need to consider creating a balanced diet. You feel better for doing so. Exactly. Exactly. I started... Well, but also, like... I don't know. When I eat, like, stuff that's, like, good for me, I feel better. I feel like I operate better. Like a sports car. You know? And I feel like a lot of people who play video games, I feel not to be that guy. I feel like I've had the experience, you know, of being like, oh, me and others who play video games, I feel like some people don't fully understand the nutritional value of food and things. So it's fun to talk about. It's fun to talk about. I'm really obsessed with cooking. So you literally grew up on plain steamed broccoli. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I remember I used to have fish. What is it? One of my parents, basically, when I got my Italian dad, he would cook a lot of, like, baked fish, but it was always really good. My mom tried to make, like, this fish soup, and I didn't like it. I hated it. I don't know what. I think it's because my mom would add capers to it, and at the time, capers just had, like, a taste that I couldn't, like, deal with. So it made the whole soup taste bad. She's like, oh, she doesn't like fish. But she only tried to cook me fish in a soup, so she was like, oh, she must not like this. But I like this, so she would make it for herself. My Italian dad would bake fish fillets. And I never really had, like, a baked fish, you know, in the oven. I had it, and I was like, oh, this is really good. And I would just eat it. And my mom was like, she's eating fish? She never eats fish. And I was like, I would eat fried catfish at my grandma's house. Bruh, my grandma could cook, like, so good. Oh my gosh. She had this, like, pan that you plugged in. She had a plug-in frying pan. And she'd clean it, but it was, like, pretty, like, she cooked a lot in it. You know what I mean? It had, like, that aged wear. And she'd fry catfish in it, and it was, like, I've never had fried catfish as good as hers. I can't even explain it. She just cooked. She made a really good catfish and a really good chicken and dumplings. And I just haven't, like... No one has been able to make me food like that. Well, I stopped eating chicken, so... You know. And I only eat fish when I'm, like, on vacation, really. But, man... Ugh, my grandma's fried catfish was, like... So, oh my gosh, I think about it. My mouth's, like, watering up. Check out the dual streaming VTuber. Thank you for linking Ame! Yeah, go check her out, you guys. She streams on YouTube and Twitch, so... I use avocado oil for a lot of stuff. It's pretty nice. It's like the same calories as the other oil, but I don't know. It's, like, easier on me. If that makes sense, I don't know. We're just yapping about a bunch of food. You guys, it's literally Thursday. What are we doing? Avocado yum. Oh my gosh, avocado is good. Avocado is good. Ugh, I have a quesadilla in the fridge. I have extra quesadilla from my food. I kind of want food now. I kind of want to get breakfast now that I'm, like, thinking about food. I'm like, maybe I'll, like, maybe like 30 minutes. I'll, like, grab a little snack from my fridge. Yeah, I think, like, an egg and, like, half avocado is perfect. You baked fish for your partner for, like, 2 years and they got sick of it. That's fair. I was visiting my mom. She's like, I want eggs. So I made eggs for us. And then she was like, open an avocado. And we, like, shared half avocado. And I was like, this is the perfect breakfast. Made a tortilla. Called it a day. I was like, heck yeah. My mom's been eating, like... My mom had, like... If you guys don't remember, I couldn't stream for a week because Mama Niwa had, like, medical stuff happen. So I was helping her. But now my mom, like, eats gluten-free tortillas. So she just has a ton of gluten-free tortillas in her fridge. But they're, like, really... They're, like, fibrous and they're, like, calorie efficient. So I'm kind of like, oh. Ooh. Avocado toast sounds nice. Yeah, that's a good one. That's simple. It's just some bread, avocado. Sometimes when I can't eat a whole avocado sometimes. So if my avocados are about to go bad, I literally just open them all into one container. And if I have any, like, tomatoes or onions, I just make like a guac. I have, like, lime juice to keep it from, like, browning, because you just have to mix in the acidity. It's pretty good. I think that's always, like, a winner. You can spread the guac too on, like, anything. Tortilla. I always keep wraps in my fridge because I like to make, like, a sandwich here and there. Yeah, guacamole. I don't really keep a lot of tortilla chips. I try to get the siete. I don't know if you guys have heard of siete chips. They're like a healthy one. Avocado and an over easy egg on top of your toast is your go-to. That sounds like a good... I can never make over easy eggs. I can only make scrambled eggs. I'm not gonna lie. I can't make eggs. I'm not good at cooking eggs. I can make egg drop soup and I can make regular eggs. Hi, Spider-Man. Why is there so many Spider-Mans in chat on YouTube? Hi. Good morning, Mario, by the way. Good morning, everybody. Good morning! If you're joining the stream, good morning, early worms! Do you have those stone grinders? The, like, spice grinder? You can make egg drop soup? Bro, egg drop soup is so easy to make. So, most people use, like, a chicken broth. It's just chicken broth. I use veggie broth. I had a little soy sauce. I like a pinch of ginger in mine. And then you just boil green onion. I keep green onion in my freezer. When you buy, like, green onion at the store, you can cut it, pre-cut it, put it in a Ziploc baggie, put that Ziploc baggie in your freezer. It freezes really well. You just grab a handful of green onion for your ramen, your eggs, your soup, whatever you like to add green onion to, you can just pinch it, go drop it. And it defrosts, like, really fast. And then, what is it? You just get a bowl. You crack your eggs. You stir the egg in the bowl. And then, you drop the egg in. When it's like, you know, cooking. You take some of the broth, and you mix cornstarch in it until there's a cornstarch slurry. They call it like a slurry. It's like a cooking term for like, it's like goo. It's like liquidy goo. Yeah, you just use a little cornstarch to thicken it. Boom. And you want to mix that in a separate bowl before you drop it into the main bowl. Because if you try to mix the cornstarch powder straight into the pot, it's gonna clump up. You want it like liquidy. How do you make the egg silky and stringy? You stir while you pour the egg in. And you just leave it alone. You probably want to do the cornstarch before you drop the egg in. Now that I'm thinking about the order operations. But yeah, I love egg drop soup. It's pretty easy to make. It takes me like 10 minutes. You can make some frozen dumplings in your air fryer while that goes. There's your meal. Let's see. Hi, Blue Dragon. Hi, Matt. Good morning. Have you tried a small pan just big enough for one egg? That's how I learned how to cook eggs without breaking the yolk. No. I refuse. Oh, wait. I can make tamago. I have a tamago pan. Does that count for anything? I can make, like, scrambled egg, like, flipped sandwich. I don't know. I'm just, like, I always get, like, if I'm gonna get an egg with, like, the yolk and stuff, I always get Eggs Benedict, and I always get it at a restaurant. That's, like, the one egg I'll order. I really do just like scrambled eggs, though, so I don't, you know. Good morning! Yeah, good morning. Making egg bites in a muffin tin has been my go-to for easy breakfast. Freeze pretty well, easy to put in different stuff, bell pepper, cheese, etc. Mate, I already know you, oh. I'm so sorry, I forgot to take the content warning off. Okay, last stream. The last time I streamed, I was drinking, okay, Matt? And I forgot to remove the drinking. We're not drinking this morning! I'm drinking a iced latte. Salted caramel iced latte whole milk. I'm so sorry. The Gordon Ramsay scrambled egg, the fluffy ones? I know how to do that. Yeah, I can do that. Where you add a splash of milk, like, in the egg mix, and you, like, go. A spiked iced latte. No! I'm not drinking today. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I drank Tuesday? Wednesday? I didn't stream yesterday because I hung out with my friends, okay? No Irish coffee? No, we're not doing that. Controlling the heat? It's not that difficult. So, well, for me at least. Because you get the pan really hot, you start scrambling the egg, and then you like cut the heat and it does the rest. Still bummed we didn't do a American Truck Simulator Drunk Convoy? We played American Truck Simulator on the drinking stream. What do you mean Drunk Convoy? What? Huh? I haven't played enough American Truck Simulator to know what you're saying. But we did launch American Truck Simulator on the stream. It was I tried 5 games to see which one was the best for drinking and driving. In a video game. Yeah. That was the last stream we did. I was like, I'll do something crazy because my friend works remote, but she doesn't have to be like on the phone or anything. She didn't have any meetings. She mostly just has to do like clerical admin type stuff. So she was on the computer, you know. I came over. I brought some of my work and I hung out with her and we yapped about stuff. We yapped about stuff while working remote. It was nice. It was really nice. I got to hang out. If you guys don't know, who it's the artist who worked on my hair braid, the artist who worked on my spring outfit, and my short hair. Yeah, I hung out with her. She doesn't really do like public commissions, but she does like commissions for friends and stuff. She's got like a really like Western art style though, so she doesn't really do a ton of VTuber stuff. She made my seagull. She's so cute. I love her. Actually, let's put the new outfit. Let's put this outfit on for today. I feel, you know, we never use all our outfits, but just setting up a convoy. Oh, it has multiplayer mode. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's a whole different beast. Hi, Sod. Hello. But yeah. We hung out and we were yapping because I have not talked to Lucky Art since like October, November. So we had a lot to catch up on. Like she didn't even know my mom had like surgery. And she showed me her Tamagotchi. Oh my gosh. Her Tamagotchi island is so cute. It's literally just all it's all of her D&D party members and then like NPCs from their campaign. It's really cute. Wow, I walk in and Nane's a maid? Is this bait? Is this bait? What do you mean you walk in and Nane's a maid? That's... You're baiting me right now and I'm falling for it. This is the maid outfit. I feel like I have to have my hair like in some sort of ponytail. This is the maid outfit? What do you mean? What do you mean? The other outfit is not the maid outfit. This is the... I always like that old meme where it's like, and where's your uniform? Better. This is the maid outfit. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Oh no. You can't talk about... Fine. You get... Like, you're gonna get hair in your food then. Like, if you're gonna talk about the ponytail, then I'm not gonna have it on, and you're gonna get hair in your food now. Never mind, I can't explain that you're blind. This was actually Lucky's first time making a VTuber outfit. I think she did a pretty good job. For someone who's like she never made a VTuber model or anything. She just was like, I'm gonna make this outfit. And I thought it was really cute. It was just made day, like a few weeks ago. Chat, look, I'm made for you. made. Yeah, I'm not really good at the parasocial stuff. I'm not really good at the parasocial jokes. Some of my friends, they like you know? It doesn't change the fact I would like to see you cook in the other one. Wait. I might have broken my spring outfit. Hold on. Okay, it's normal. Wait, hold on, let me... Okay, cool, yeah. I had toggled some stuff because I was trying to layer an outfit with... Is my skirt's like really short. It's because I look tall. Look, we have Wario on my purse. And all my friends. I have, in the center of my purse, I have, Numuru Kai's chicken. And I have Lupin. Because they were the two first VTubers that I met. Because they had a tournament. A League of Legends tournament. And because of that, you know, I met Kiari and Luna eventually. Through the spider web of friendships I've made. And then Tamagotchi and Lucky are the artist and the rigger for the outfit. Well, Tamagotchi's rigged everything on this model because she's great. And I love them. And then I got my buff radish keychain, which is I have stickers for, and Wario. Yeah. And then I do the little... There's a little hat. Let me see if I can get the toggle with the hat. Let me... What do they call this little button thing? Let me... Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Doop-Dooby-Doo. Is this the hat? No. Both of those are not the hat? Okay. Yeah! There we go. There we go. I got the hat. This is my spring outfit. I like it. It's very cute. You like the holiday sauce? The holiday sauce is good. Spring outfit? Very nice as always. Thank you. Yeah. It's got a little beret. I got a little beret. I know a lot of you haven't seen all my outfits, so... I feel like this is cute. It's, if you guys know who Dreaming Witch is, Dreaming Witch Anya, she does outfit adoptables, and this was an outfit adoptable I got from her, and then Lucky Art executed the outfit in Live 2D for me. And then, Tamagotchi rigged everything. So bouncy. But I also like when I don't have the hat, it's got the hair braid. I never use the hat, so we should we should use the hat. I also have a teacup. Yeah. Let me Scooby-Doo. Let's go here. I don't have all the toggles set, so I have to set them myself. But I have a manly. These are the stickers on my coffee shop. If you guys have ordered stickers off my merch store, you might recognize them. They're Isn't that funny? They're so buff and tough. Yeah. I love them. I love the... And then I have this one. It's a teacup. Maybe we'll just use this one for stream. I feel like this is good just chatting. Yeah. I look European style. Good. Yeah. Elegant. I do feel elegant. Elegant. I feel so elegant in this outfit. Could you imagine her talking like in the most like insane country accent? Yeah. I feel like this one's like... I have teacups with saucers that I like drink from, and my friend was like, yeah, you need a teacup. So when she was making the outfit for me, she was like, you need a teacup. Pinky is not out, mademoiselle. It is, look. See? Look, my pinky is out. What are you talking? Look. It's like being held out. Very, very slightly. My pinky's very slightly out. Although that's kind of embarrassing because I never do that. I always think that's a little cringe. I always think the pinky out is a little cringe. Pinky up. Up. Pinky up. Dun 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 dun. Everything's gnarly. But yeah. What kind of teas do you guys like? I really like, I like every tea. I have like every tea. I have Earl Grey, English breakfast. I have like an Irish black tea. Jasmine green. Several green teas. Genmaicha. I have like a oolong. Peppermint. Lavender chamomile. I have Tazo tea, the hibiscus one. Oh, that one's really good with lemonade. Celestial zingers, those are good too. Do you have 4 fingers on the tiny little handle? I think so. Thumb. Yeah, that's 4. Tea max. Well, I like to have company over a lot, and so I have like I have a fully stocked tea station and coffee station. It's like, you know, I'm like the roommate that like keeps that kind of stuff stocked. And then I have like I like some alcohol, and my roommate also has some alcohol. And then I always have stuff to mix with both of our alcohols, cuz like if people come with my roommate's just like, yeah, you just use some of my like whiskey if you want to make drinks. I'm like, oh sick, man. Okay, I'm gonna make this. I'm like heck yeah. Bro, I keep stealing phrases from all my friends. Jozzle? Do you guys know Jozzle? He's always like, hey man. Hey man. I could not stop saying, hey man. Hey man, could you... Hey, I told my mom. I was hanging out with my mom and I was like, hey man. She was like, you gotta stop talking to girls and going, hey man, could you... I was like, I'm so sorry, but like it's like saying bro. It's like bro, seriously, bruh. And my mom's like, I'm not your bruh. And I'm like, bruh. You sound like an old man? That's because I am an old man. I'm like a 50-year-old man with a voice changer. I'm about 6'3". I'm about 300 pounds. So, bruh. Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. Why does chat never believe me when I say I'm a 50-year-old man on the internet? Huh? Is it not believable? Come on, guys. Look. The voice changers are getting advanced, okay? Listen to this. It's so early. Oh, you're 6 foot? Don't ask if I have white hair at the age of 50, okay? I'm a 50-year-old man. I don't have any hair left. I'm bald. I'm bald, okay? Nane's falsetto. It's so early. I haven't even vocally warmed up. You can tell because I sound nasally in the mornings. When you hit the nighttime streams, you're like, oh, she sounds kind of like more like she's been talking today. Yeah. Tea kettle sound? No, the tea kettle sound is like this. Let me stretch. I have to stretch to make that noise. Voice changers are getting really Good? It's the mannerisms that are hard to fake? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Why is glass cleaning sound? Oh. That's fair. My chair's been getting more loud. I need to like get the like, what is it? The WD-40 or whatever. It's like the metal is like I knew it. Acting is hard apparently. That's crazy. Wait, so you agree that I'm a man? That's okay. Well, I guess that means it's time for you to leave the stream. Whenever I say I'm like a what do you call it? Whenever I say I'm like a 6 foot tall, 300 pound, 50-year-old man, I'm just kind of like doing my best to like deviate some chatters away from the stream. I'm scaring the viewers, as they would say. Did you know toads are the only animals that never sleep? Is that true? That's weird. You gotta get the one bottle. I don't even know anything about... I don't know anything about the garage, okay? Men and women don't think in the same way about a lot of things. That's not true. I feel like that's false. I feel like you're giving me false information. I've met a lot of normies. You won't leave the stream if you're a man. Nothing strange about a man. Watching a man. Real. I just like scaring the parasocials a little. I think it's too early for that conspiracy without coffee. What conspiracy? What's your guys' favorite conspiracy theory? I genuinely believe there are aliens in the ocean. I don't know why. I have never been presented with evidence of this. I have never even been told that there are aliens in the ocean, seriously, by anyone. In my imagination, I just think there's aliens in the ocean. You know what I mean? What's in the ocean? You know, the ocean is so big, I believe anything could be in there. I have a fear of the ocean, though, so, like, that's probably why I'm like, yeah, anything's possible in the ocean, man. You know? What not existing? I don't even know what that... I don't know that one. I mean, sure, all it takes is a meteor with alien bacteria. Wait. Is that true? Oh. See, I don't know what's in the... Oh, the parasocial? The parasocials. You think dolphins and whales can't be as intelligent as they are without alien intervention? True. The one movie had aliens in the ocean, The Abyss. Girl, I don't watch scary movies. I'm too scared to watch scary movies. I have to watch them with someone. I only watch scary movies if I'm gonna spend the night at my mom's because I can always request that I get to sleep with my mom. I will ask my parents, hey, the movie was kind of scary. Do you guys mind if I sleep with my mom now? I am scared. And, you know, we usually don't watch scary movies, but my mom's like fully prepared. She's fully prepared to deal with me if I watch a scary movie. I'm like, I need to sleep with someone. I'm scared. My best friend growing up would try to watch scary movies with me. I watched a couple, and we would have to go to the bathroom together. I was so I was like, I can't. We would, you know, walking in the dark hallway to the bathroom was too much for me. That's how I knew. That's how I knew I didn't like scary movies. Or I don't like scary games either. I can barely play Dark Souls without, like, having a meltdown. I played Doom. Well, you're literally him. You are literally him. You're literally that guy in Doom. And I still, like, cried a couple times because I got too scared, okay? Look, Doom is cool. It's a cool, fun game, but like some of the enemies make me cry. They're scary. You don't like them because they don't scare you and you get bored? Okay. See, I'm trying to find someone like that to watch scary movies with, you know? The comedy scary movies coming out though. I'll probably watch that. Yeah, a lot of UFOs. Yeah. You're seeing a lot of UFOs lately on your social media? Yeah. The media is so like oversaturated with stuff though. It's like I don't even know what to believe. And then when I feel like that, I open TikTok. I'm like, you know what? You like scary movies, but scary movies aren't for everyone. I like realistic scary movies. I liked The Menu and I liked Gone Girl, if that makes sense. I would like those scared me, but they didn't scare me. Because I would never be dumb enough to put myself in a situation like that. So I remember I watched Gone Girl with some friends. I was like, oh, this movie's pretty good. And my guy friend, one of my guy friends was like, it's not that scary if you're a girl, yeah. Watch Gone Girl if you want to get that joke. You just gotta watch Gone Girl if you want to get that joke. But he was like, it's scary if you're a guy. I was like, oh, yeah, true. I was like, oh, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. I was like, well, don't move. Don't make moves like that and you're good. Yeah. Ads are about to start. I might get a little snack. I might like get a little snack. A little treat, if you will. Ooh. I don't know if we're gonna play any games today. Wait, the octopus? Huh? What are you guys yapping about? I kind of like got ADHD. Oh, the aliens in the ocean conspiracy theory. How long do they have to be in the ocean to where they're not aliens anymore? I don't know. Do they have like a whole system for that? Like, I don't even know. Do I look like the Men in Black? Here comes the Men in Black. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be back. We still have a little bit of ads. Imagine getting Twitch ads? I know. Unlucky. I have to run them every hour, otherwise you get them as soon as you open the stream. And okay. If I open a stream and I'm immediately hit by ads and it's like not their ad break, I get so mad. I get so mad. I don't like pre-rolls, okay? I have my leftover Mexican food. It's like some chips and salsa in a quesadilla. A quesadilla. Oh yeah, someone typed Yoshi's Island came out today. We gotta play that. I haven't played enough Mario games. I don't even know if I've played the other Yoshi Island games. You know what I'm saying? But, let me know if it's good. You know what I mean? Let me know if the new Yoshi games... Who typed that? Someone typed it earlier and I super forgot to bring it up. Does anyone plan on playing the new Yoshi game? Yoshi! Yeah, the quesadilla is making me happy. I didn't realize I was hungry until I was hungry. You might play the new Yoshi game. You never got into Crafter Row? You plan on playing it at some point? Well, if you follow Almeoxolotl, the VTuber, you may be able to catch her play Yoshi. You mostly just want to play it for Plokta? That's Atlee or Sophie's wife in Atlee or Sophie. Everyone go play Atlee or Sophie if you haven't, in the Mysterious series, the Mysterious Trilogy. It's so good. It's like my favorite game. What are your guys' opinions on pizza? What do you guys like on your pizza? And then when you have leftover pizza, cold or warm? This is very important to me. Let's do a survey poll. You're currently enjoying Armored Core 6? Yeah. Hot take, Atlee or Sophie's wife should have been Nane. True, it should have been me. I should have married her. You like Italian pizza, warm leftovers? You also heat your leftover pizza? Depending on how much pre-cooking you have done, quesadilla makes for great quick meal. Hi, Nane. Hi, Spike. We're talking about our favorite pizza. What's your favorite kind of pizza? And do you like your pizza hot or cold? I gotta heat it a little at the very least. I don't like my leftovers cold. Bro, I'll eat a cold pizza. I'll also eat Little Caesars. Some people don't like Little Caesars, but I'm like, I'll do it. I will eat Little Caesars. I'll eat pizza from anywhere. My grandma once told me... Well, she told my mom. My mom picked me up and she was like, she could have been born in a pizza parlor. I swear. I swear, she was born in a pizzeria. The way this girl only eats pizza. Okay, I had a habit. I would eat the pizza Hot Pockets, and then I would eat, like frozen pizzas. In the summer, I would hang out with, okay, so... The people my grandma lived with, my tia and her family, one of them traveled a lot for work. And so for the summer, they all traveled together for work and stuff. And so people took turns staying with my grandma over the summer. And I was old enough to like be with her alone, and like I had like a cell phone and stuff if I needed to like call anybody. So, basically, I spent an entire week with my grandma at my tia's house, and they had like a bunch of movies to watch on TV and stuff. So I would just make pizza, I would make ramen, and I would watch movies every day. Bro, it was so fun. And my family also had like video game consoles and stuff, and like all these video games. So I would play video games and watch movies and eat pizza and talk to my grandma about like Mexican folklore. She'd try to scare me at night, and then I like go to sleep and I wake up, and I did that for like a whole week, and it was awesome. Where are we going with that? Oh yeah, and then my mom picked me up. She's like, she could have been more in a pizzeria with how much pizza she eats. I would just be like, she'd be like, do you need me to cook for you? Do you need me to cook you something? I'm like, nah, I'll just make a pizza. My aunt bought a bunch of pizzas for me. She's like, have as much pizza as you want while you watch grandma. I'm like, okay. I throw a pizza in the oven. I throw a pizza in the microwave. I'd make a ramen on the stove. I was like living the peak. It was like peak summer. And no one talked to me. As an introvert, I was like, ugh, no one talked to me. I think my aunt had like The Sims on her computer. So I was playing The Sims. I was playing The Sims. I was eating pizza. If I got bored socially, I would just talk to my grandma. It was a fun week. And then my grandma, she'd play solitaire in bed. She'd like slap the cards on the bed. She'd watch her TV shows on her little TV in her room. She'd watch some soccer games. She'd talk to me if she got bored. Sometimes she'd go outside because she had like they had like a bunch of stray animals, like cats mostly. I'm like kind of like on the fence about like stray animals and stuff, like how people deal with them. But one thing I do like that people do that kind of is just part of like the culture I grew up in. My grandma would feed cats, and those cats would kill anything dangerous underneath the house, you know? Poisonous lizards, snakes, whatever. You know, they would just kill all of that stuff. They would just find it, you know? And in exchange, they would feed them. But they'd also get them, they would get the cats fixed at the vet and then put them back outside. So that way, like, you know, there's not like 10 million kittens, like, population booming in there. You know? They couldn't take every cat inside, right? It was kind of like, you know, the farm-ish life. You know, they had a lot of yard and stuff. But yeah. No, that was probably one of the best summer vacations I've done. Me talking about having peak summer vacation, it is just me babysitting my grandma. It was one of the best summer vacations I've ever had. Nane, do you like to go outside? No. My best summer vacation was spent inside with my grandma. Oh my gosh. I've gone on like good vacations since then too, but it's like, I don't know. Playing The Sims, eating pizza, watching movies, sharing fond memories with my grandma, like, yeah, I don't know. That's like everything. Yeah, they were kind of like barn cats. Yeah. Wait, you like barbecue chicken pizza? And then you like meat lovers? Who cares? Look, when we're talking about pizza, we're not trying to talk about health or calories, okay? It's a pizza. Treat yourself every now and again. A perfect layer of sauce between the cheese and the bread. Preference for a thin crust? Ooh, or a soft warm bread, if not thin. Any toppings as long as they're balanced, meats and veggies or pineapple. Oh my gosh. I told chat the other day, I used to get a pizza and it was like a kid's pizza and it had chicken, pineapple, jalapenos, And a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of other toppings. But always those three. Pepperoni. This was before I was vegetarian. I would get that kids pizza. I would get a soda because the soda came with the kids meal. And then because the kids meal was pretty affordable, I could afford a slice of cake to go with my meal. I'd get like a cheesecake and it was the same price as an adult meal. And so I would get that every time. And yeah. I was like walking a lot at the time and stuff, so it was okay. We have some stories from chat. Let's see what you guys wrote. Cats are good outside pets. A lot of people keep them inside, but farm cats are a thing and they're awesome. We have a family reunion at my farm with cats and cows and stuff, and the cats are free roam. They're very cute and lovable. Yeah. It's just like, it was like kind of, my grandma lived kind of in a country neighborhood, but it was also kind of slowly turning suburban. So it was like, that's why I say it kind of like, cause like, you know, once they leave the property, you don't know what's gonna happen to them, and that's always like a concern with that kind of thing. You don't know who, you know, you don't know who's hitting the brakes on their car and stuff and all that. So I'm always like weary, but I'm like, if it's the best you can do for the cats and it's like either that or shelter with expiration date time, then, you know, I would rather them be farm cats, barn style cats, you know. We used to spend every summer at your grandma's house, but unfortunately she made us go outside. Yeah, my grandma wouldn't let me, like, I was babysitting my grandma by myself, right? So I was pretty young. You know, she was kind of watching me and I was kind of watching her. It was like a mutual, we're watching each other situation. If anything medically happened, you know, I could call someone. But she was also kind of like my adult supervision in a way as well. It was like a two-way street on babysitting that week, you know? But yeah, my grandma would not let me go outside by myself. She'd be like, now if it was like, you know, my other family members were there and stuff, you know, I could go outside. If there were more kids out playing and stuff, you know. I used to go outside to play with some kids. I remember I went to school. There was this random girl who was younger than me. And she lived near me. She had like military parents, so she lived near me for a very short time. But she was like, "Oh my gosh, Nane, you're my best friend." And I was like, "Okay." And then I saw her at school. I didn't even realize we went to the same school, but it makes sense, right? Because she was younger than me. And I remember I saw her at school and she just started crying. She was sobbing in the hallway. Just like absolute mess. And I'm just like confused, like, why is she crying? And walking up to me, I was like, who is this? And I was like, oh, it's the girl from my neighborhood. And she was just like, my parents have to move. And I was kind of really sad for her. I was not crying though. I was just overstimulated. I'm not. Little Nane was just like, I've never had, like, we've only played together like a handful of times, but I guess it was enough to be like very important to her. So I was just like, and my teacher was like, take your time walking back to class. I remember my teacher just let me stay in the hallway with her for a minute. And the other teacher understood she was crying because she was moving. And they were like, yeah, you guys can just take a minute if you need to. Because it was very distracting for all the other kids. And they didn't want to like wait in the hallway with the two lines of kids. And I was like, okay. It was like after lunchtime or something. And I just gave her a hug and I just patted her back till she stopped crying. I don't even know how long I was there for. I just remember just being like, wow. This is very... I hope I never move and feel this way. I think I had already moved before at that point. I'd already, like, moved schools before, so I was kind of like, oh, I'm kind of used to this kind of thing. You know, I've always had, like, a very, like, mature outlook, I guess, when it comes to, like, moving and stuff. I'm just like, yeah, like, you know, people move, people go new places. It's all part of the journey, but that girl was crying. Oh my gosh, she was so little, too. Oh, what a good friend, though. I hope she's doing well. I hope she's doing well now. It was so long ago. It was so long ago. But I just remember being like, it was like the first time I had a friend like sob crying to me, and I was like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? What am I supposed to do to make her feel better? You know? Like in the hallway, and all my friends were like, do you know her? Like, why is she crying? Yeah. Yeah. You had a pepperoni personal pizza last night. Was ravenous. The 1 acre of land with the garden probably helped. Oh, for the farm. Nice outfit. Thank you. I have a lot of outfits on this model, actually. That's sort of a soul crushing thing as a kid. You should have moved with her. I'm okay. Her parents were like a little intense for me. They were a little intense. They ran a tight ship. I hung out at her place once. She invited me over for dinner, and I was just like, this is not the... My parents are so much more chiller than this. You know what I mean? She had, like, those military parents that, like, they're like, we run our household, you know. Do the chores, do this, blah, 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 go, 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 go. You know, kind of, like, parents, and I was like, you know, I followed the rules, you know, they did the prayer at the table, everything, you know. But I was like, my parents are a little more chill. They're like, you want Chick-fil-A? I'm like, okay. Oh my god, I haven't had Chick-fil-A in so long. Yeah, I remember, people did not know that I was half gay yet. They knew I was half straight. They didn't know I was half gay yet, and my friend, my best friend, he was like super gay, and I was like one of the few people who knew at the time. You're half straight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Beefquake. Yeah, I am a bisexual. Yes. But yeah, I remember. It was really funny. I had a friend in school, and he loved programming, and I loved programming. And we were like in, you know, we weren't in college yet. And we were taking all the programming stuff, you know, we were learning how to program, and we'd talk about code and like how to do more efficient code and stuff and things. It was always so fun. We were such losers. We were such nerds. Oh my gosh. Like who hangs out at a Subway to go talk about coding? And he was definitely a more advanced programmer because he was older than me. So he knew how to code, like, all this stuff. And we would go to Subway, and he would basically... I would eat Subway, and he would basically talk to me about coding binary trees. If you know what those are, if you know, like, sorting algorithms and stuff. And I would just listen, I'd be like, oh, that's really interesting. I didn't, like, you know, I haven't taken any classes on this yet. You know, because he got to college first, right? But I remember, I was like, oh, yeah, I've been doing a little doodling here and there, some art. And he was like, oh yeah, I have an art portfolio or whatever. And I saw it, and in the profile, it was like, hey guys, this is my art. I'm super gay, by the way. I saw that, I was like, oh, that makes sense then. I was like, I remember all I could think was, oh, thank God he doesn't have a crush on me or anything. We can just hang out like friends. Because he was such a good friend to hang out with. I was like, oh my gosh. You know, he was one of those friends that was just so fun. You know, just a good best friend. And, I remember I didn't say anything about it. I just kind of continued on with life. I was like, oh, cool, he's gay. And, and then I remember one day he was like, I want to tell you something that not a lot of people know. And he was like, he looked at me and he was like, I'm gay. And I was like, I know. What do you mean you know? What do you mean you know I'm gay? And I was like, oh yeah, I was on your art profile. And he was like, you've known the whole time? And you didn't say anything? And I literally was just like, I didn't think it was important to our friendship. I didn't think it was integral to the friendship. That I was like, I really engaged, or I really don't care. Are we still gonna talk about data structures over lunch, or? and I remember I had to tell my mom. I did have to tell my mom his secret before, or it was before or after he told me, because my mom was like, hey, I have a question. This boy that codes, he's been coming over a lot, and you guys were making rainbow cupcakes and watching like, you know, you were rewatching like My Little Pony and stuff, and I was like, yeah, we were watching some cartoons. Yes, yeah, you know, and then and my mom was like, you don't have a boyfriend. And I'm like, he's gay. And she's like, oh, okay, no wonder you guys were making rainbow cupcakes. Look, if a guy is making rainbow cupcakes, he's either trying to date you or he's one of you, okay? Like, I'll never forget my mom saying that. She was like, look, if a guy's trying to make rainbow cupcakes, he's trying to be your boyfriend or he's trying to get a boyfriend. You know what I... You know? And I was just like, yeah, mom, he's gay. And then my mom was like way nicer to him and was like, oh, does he want to come over and hang out? Yeah, come over. It was pretty funny. And so I pretty much told my mom, I don't think his parents found out. I don't think his parents do. But I remember I ended up going to the same like college as him, and because I was like, you know, he was learning all this cool stuff about coding and things, and I wanted to learn all the cool stuff, and so I was like, I'm gonna take all the same classes, and I went and I like followed behind. And I feel like I learned a lot. I was very lucky. I had a lot of friends to tutor me and help me, and that were very educated, and I was around so many cool programmers who were like, they were the real deal. People talk about nerd programmers. They were the real deal. It was the, like, I can't even explain it. They were the real deal. They were so legit. They would try to out-program. My friends would try to out-program each other. They would try to like have less lines if they knew it would be a lot of lines. They would try to have better efficiency. It got to the point where they were trying to do things like in like less functions, be like really smart about how they used things. Like they would look at the big O notation of like their code and be like, mine was better this time around. And I would just watch, and of course, how am I supposed to not joke about them having yaoi, okay? If I see two guys, if I see a gay guy and a straight guy coding off with each other, how am I supposed to not make joke fan, Fujo comic style, you know? I would joke Fujo them like all the time. It was pretty funny. Now I joke Fujo, Jaws, and Liffey. So there we go. You know, I'm like, and Jaws x Liffey. You know, it'd be even funnier if they had yaoi hands. I mean, one of them was like 6 foot tall. But I remember the rivals to lovers trope. I would always joke that. So that's why you do that. Yeah. No, my straight friend had a girlfriend. No, it was fine. But I always just made jokes. I couldn't help it. It was too funny. They got a little too heated and competitive, and I'm like, what in the Wattpad? What in the Wattpad's going on here? Of course, my gay friend was like so offended that I would even ship the two of them as a joke, and I was like, bestie, it's a joke. I would never pair you with a man that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. But I remember, I wasn't like fully, people didn't know I was bisexual at the time. I was kind of quiet about it. But my friend was like, my gay friend was like, girl, this Chick-fil-A's too good to not go eat. Yeah. If you know about the organizations that Chick-fil-A donates to and stuff, my friend was like, girl, forget that. We're getting Chick-fil-A. That chicken's too damn good. I was just like, I was crying. I was like, girl. And I think that's like the last time I really had Chick-fil-A was with that friend. Yeah, afterwards, I don't think they had Chick-fil-A's near me. Cause I ended up like moving schools and stuff. I went to a couple schools. But yeah. I thought it was really funny. That's the story of my best friend I had. But yeah, so but now I'm vegetarian, so I haven't had Chick-fil-A since like college. I used to get it a lot though. It was really convenient. Like my school had like a. Am I still in contact? No. I manically kind of moved schools, and I didn't really tell anybody that I was moving schools, and so when I moved schools, I didn't talk to anyone when I moved. I just kind of moved. I have a tendency to just move as the wind takes me and just live life. I feel like I finally settled down from doing that, but there is a part of me that could just move at any moment. If something were to happen, if something crazy were to happen in my life, I could just move. I have no regrets on just moving randomly. You know what I mean? I just have that kind of mentality where I'm like, I'll go where the wind takes me, you know? But like, my mom really likes to have me near her, so I try to stay like at least in driving distance. Being like a plane flight away from my mom was very difficult when I was a student. My mom did not like it. My mom is so attached to me. I'm like her only child, so. She could move to a new VTuber channel at any time. If I wasn't lazy to like Bro, I'm too lazy to like audition for anything, if that makes sense. I'm too lazy to like I'm like, look, if I have to do like job applications in the real world and I get kind of tired of doing that, I end up messaging recruiters. Okay? Whenever I need a job, I literally will like message recruiters. When I was in school, I would like message recruiters like, "Hey, these are my class hours. Do you have anything for this time? These hours of the day?" And I would like get stuff. I would get stuff even if it was just like a one weekend gig or like a week. You know, sometimes people would be on like I had a temp job one time. Some lady was just like on vacation for a week and they hired me for 1 week. She was like, they didn't have a proper secretary. They were still looking for one. But they had their like administrative like document person, etc. She did like all this random stuff. They had her doing like some of the secretary work and her job. So they were like, can you just kind of do like not her full job, but can you like help sort? They gave me like 4 file cabinets of stuff to sort alphabetically. And then they were like, and then just do secretary work for us for the week. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I sorted, in the first 2 days, I sorted all of the filing cabinets. And then I was like, I'm bored now. And they were like, you You already sorted the filing cabinets? You scanned everything that needed to be scanned into the computer? And I went, yes, I'm a programmer. Like, I can... Figuring out how to use a new technology is not that difficult. And they were like, oh, okay. And then I was like, do you guys want me to like be a secretary here while I'm a student? Like, that'd be kind of sick. And they were like, so here's the thing about when you have like a temp job and then you get hired full time. The temp agency will take whatever they pay hourly. The temp agency takes like 20%, 30%. It really depends on the agency. So they had to pay me like $3 additional because they found me through the temp agency and not through like LinkedIn. And if they got caught that they hired me without the, you know, it was like legality thing. So they were like, ooh, we're actually gonna like find someone else. But thanks for covering for the week while, you know, she was on vacation. I was sick. For how long? I don't know, till I finished school. Yeah, it's like contract. So they didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay like the $3 extra or whatever it was. I don't know how much it was at the time, but I decided to just keep doing school stuff, and then I found other stuff to do part time, like student jobs and things. Sometimes they'll need like if you are unemployed, girl, you need to get in touch with the temp agency. Sure, maybe you can't find something permanent, but there are like jobs where it's like, oh, I got an email that was like, the retirement home for this place is hosting some party event. We need someone to set up all of the chairs and then break down the chairs and maybe chaperone for a couple hours. And it's like, you do 4 hours of work, you get paid like minimum wage for 4 hours. But it's like, you know, it's something. And if you have time and if you're like a student or something, you know, it's like, well, okay, I got 4 hours. I could take this, you know? I could take this gig real quick. And then the more temp work that you get from agencies that you complete and are successful and you get good praise from the people who hired you and stuff, the better it looks for your temp recruiters. They see you as like someone they could trust to put into more temp work stuff. I hope any of my connections pan out, but this is interesting. Yeah. I feel like most temp jobs turn to full-time if you're actually decent, and the chances go up if you're reliable about showing up. Yeah, I had a temp job, and they wanted to hire me full-time. It was like a work at your own pace. Basically, I worked somewhere clerical, and they had all this information, and they would get various volumes of information, and I would have to put that information into the computer. And I was really good at it. I would take my time on days where school wasn't busy, or like I could like miss a class or something. And and then days where I had like a ton of homework I had to do and stuff, I would lock in and I would finish all the work in 1 hour. And there was like a cutoff time for like the volumes of information I would get, and they could wait till the next day. And so I would do that, and they were like, wow, you're really good. And they really wanted to hire me full time, but it wasn't in programming, which is what I was studying at the time. So I was like, I really don't want to work here. And honestly, all the people that worked there, they worked there forever, right? And there was like a lot of nosy people. They're like, what you do? They're like, oh, what are your plans? Oh, you got any kids? You getting married? Oh, you got a boyfriend? Girlfriend? You trying to date someone? I know, I got some kids, you know. I'm like, it was crazy. They were all nosy. They would gossip. They talk about each other's business. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, her husband left. Oh, that's why she's like that. Oh," and I was like, "What is going on?" They were like these older Latina ladies, like all in the office. But I remember the big boss lady. She was like a real older Latina lady, and she was like talking to me. She was always so nice. She was like my grandma. I was like, oh my gosh, I loved her so much. She's like, if they're talking, just ignore them. And sometimes if I needed to work extra hours because like I didn't have enough work, I would like help out the other people. Or if they had deadlines, they'd be like, hey, I know it's like Friday night, but could you help us with these documents? We have a deadline. We want to go home. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help out. Like, I'm not doing anything. I just got Final Fantasy 14 to play, girl. I was playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 at the time. I was like, I just gotta play 14. So like, if you need some help with this, like, be my guest. I had raid on like Tuesday, Wednesday or something. So I was like, I'm free. I'll make some extra money. Say less. That's probably the best one. But they wanted me full time, and I was like, sorry, I'm leaving now. I have school. Anyways, bye. Yeah. And but working all of these like office jobs and stuff, like doing random stuff, I was able to just you can just like, you don't have to list every job you do. You can just put it all under one thing. Like, you have office experience from this time period, basically, under temp agency. Because my programming internships, they weren't very strong. They were like, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they were like, yeah. But because I had like a lot of office experience in addition to like programming and internships and stuff. And my GPA wasn't like amazing. It was like all right. I was like, yeah, she got the material, you know. She's, you know. My friends were like 4.0s and stuff. I was just like, hey, I made like a B. Sometimes I was like, ooh, C's get degrees, right? You know what I mean? I had all my stuff. Someone found me and they were like, hey, do you want to work at the game industry? I got a job. And I was like, in my head, I was like, working in the game industry sounds like a nightmare. But I would really like a job, you know? I would really like a job out of school. Cause I didn't finish school. I didn't finish school. I kind of quit. I was like, I could just find a job on my own. Whatever. I got really frustrated being a girl in programming because no one took me seriously. And like, as you get towards your like junior and senior year classes, they're all group projects where you have to be taken seriously in a group because you all have like work to do together. So yeah, people were not doing their work or communicating or, you know, trusting me, and it was very, I don't know, it was very like demoralizing. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a break. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna code anymore. Forget this. And I just kind of made a portfolio and stuff, and I was like, it is what it is. And then I got hired in the game industry for a mobile game. It was like Candy Crush or something. Chat likes to say it was Candy Crush, so I was just say, yeah, sure, Candy Crush, whatever you say, kid. And it was a nice job until it wasn't a nice job. And then I worked like 80 million hours, and now I'm here. And now we're here for some reason. Now we're here. So I have like crazy lore. You had to trim ancient jobs off your resume? At this point, nobody cares that I worked at the movie theater 23 years ago? Yeah. Yeah. I still have, like, all of the, like, small-time office stuff I did. Because it makes my, it makes my programming look good. Well, our girl made it... Oh, Ryu! So I got laid off from the games industry. Yeah, so TLDR, I've told chat this 10 million times, but for those who might be new, also, thank you for those who are seeing this outfit for the first time. I got this outfit done when I was still in the games industry. It's my spring outfit. I was showing it off. So, it's been over a year, I think, now. But, I got laid off from the game industries, and then, I was able to find part-time contract work online, so I don't make as much money as I was working full-time, but, I really enjoy it. I've been able to stream more. I've been playing lots of video games, with you guys. I've played so many JRPGs. The burnout I had from working like 80 hours a week at the job, I was working 60 to 80 hours and on call and stuff, so, basically, all that burnout, I feel like is finally gone. I feel like a couple weeks ago, I just felt empty. This is gonna sound crazy. I just felt completely nothing. You know what I mean? I just woke up one day and I was like, I feel like I've played enough JRPGs now. I feel like, the burnout's gone. I feel happy again. I was like, finally. I was just so burnt out from that work experience. I was like, I just need to live. And even though I'm doing part-time contract work, I make enough to survive and live comfortably. Like, I'm very comfortable. I'm very lucky that I can be comfortable. I know other people lose their jobs in the game industry and they're looking for months. I have people I've worked with who are still looking for work and they can't find anything. It's very, I don't know what's going on out there. It's tough. And I do feel very blessed that I'm able to just, I can stream part-time, I can work part-time, hang out with my friends and family. It's just been really nice. I've really enjoyed it. I am happier now. I have a good work-life balance. Do I make as much money as I used to? Heck no. I would like to reiterate that we will not be getting a lot of VTuber stuff, because a lot of the VTuber stuff that I was doing, I was funding from, the 9 to 5. But now we're working the 1 to 6. I'm working like a 1 to 5, 1 to 6 kind of vibe, so yeah, it's tough. It's interesting. Some of my friends still have jobs. I feel like if you're like a senior, you're pretty good. I actually turned down a full-time job offer. Because it wasn't in tech. It wasn't in tech. It was more in like office, admin, clerical stuff. More like on the computer. Doing like admin, kind of like project management kind of things and stuff. Like more in that direction, away from tech. But like I could eventually, take that back into tech. It's just one of those things. It wasn't in like the thing I like to do, but it was pretty good money and stuff. But I was like, I have a good thing right now. I have this contracting gig and it's not bad, and and the job was really promising and stuff, and I had a lot of career growth and things, and it was with one of my work mentors that I really appreciated, and they were kind of like, do you want to work with me, because like I need someone capable, confident, and knows what they're doing, and I know if you were here you know what I mean? They were like, do you want to work underneath me, like, like I know I can trust you on this. And I was just like, I kind of like streaming part-time, so I was like, no thank you. It was hybrid. It was hybrid, and I was like, I'm okay. Thank you, though. My happiness has a price, okay? There is a salary that would make me work full-time again. And it was not that salary. But there is a salary that you could, in a type of job, that I would quit streaming part-time to go do. And I would still stream. I just wouldn't stream like the 4 days a week. You know, it'd probably be like 2. If I went back to full-time, I would go back to streaming like twice a week. But yeah, there is definitely a price there. There's a trade-off I'm willing to make, you know? Leon, thank you for the tier 1. Just because that door closed doesn't mean the new one isn't fun. Yeah. That's yeah. We're out of funding. What do you mean? This is why Nane and I are gonna make our own game. Get back at him. Okay, Mr. Bite. Let's make our own mobile game schlop. We're making mobile game schlop for the... Well, we can't make games for boomer moms anymore. They're like a dying demographic. Like literally like 1 foot in the grave. I think we could shoot for millennial moms, Bite. I think we could shoot for some sort of gotcha mobile game. I think millennial moms would be a good demographic. They're always on their phone. Yeah, and you know what? Let's just make a game. We'll use all the AI, Chat GTP. Well, we'll generate 100 cats, and the moms will collect all the cats. Look, if people are falling for the glitter dim sum balls, they're gonna fall for gotcha AI cats, okay? Cat GTP! Yeah. Toss some nostalgia bait in there? Okay. We'll have like one like neon cat or something. I went out the other day to run an errand, and I saw this like 7-year-old girl, and she had a neon cat shirt on, and I was like, huh? I like did like a double take, and I was like, and the parents looked very quirky. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You're gonna make a 16-bit style JRPG? Okay, wait, that actually sounds more fun than the AI cat mobile game that we scam moms on. Okay, you know what? Let's toss away the AI mobile game. What if we took party animals and put it on the cell phone? Party animals just got into a lot of trouble with the AI stuff. Oh, millennial mom bait gotcha? Lads, but with sparkly vampires. Wait, Bite. You're a genius. And instead of making them like anime guys, we make them like Western supermodels. Oh my god, vampires! Wait, vampire gotcha, but we make it like Western style. Wait, like, let me look up the art style. Except we make all the guys in the game look like this. We make them all. Wait, this is the art style. This is the art style. This is the art style for the game. We have different vampires. Some of them are like hockey players. Some of them are doctor vampires. We can have a cowboy vampire. What do you guys think? We'll add werewolves. We'll add werewolves. I think we're gonna make some money, chat. Okay. This is my pitch. This is my. It could work. We're gonna look. I've seen how much money Book Talk has spent. Okay. We can have special collaborations with characters from Book Talk that they can pull. $1 million idea. CEOs. Oh my gosh, the alphas. The alphas. Wait. What is the... I'm sorry! I'm sorry. I'm even showing this image right now. Wait. Where's the non-Reddit version? Where's the non-Reddit version? I don't like how Reddit makes me share the whole page when I capture it. I'm looking for that picture. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found the Pinterest one. This picture! Wait, am I allowed to... Yeah, this is safe for work-ish. It's safe enough. Have you guys seen this picture? Am I gay? Because I don't even understand what's going on here. Am I gay? This is the kind of stuff where I'm like, as a bisexual, I go, I think I'm gay, you guys, because I don't understand. What is a wolf shifter? What is that? I've seen all this stuff before, but I just don't get it. Alpha Omega? I don't... Oh, and the werewolves and the vampires could have bisexual tension between them? That's true. This image, Ryu, I knew you would know this image. Okay, I need to cleanse my eyes. I can't look at that picture anymore. It's too much. I'm straight and I don't understand this. You're not a straight woman though, right? Like, there's a certain type of woman that would get this. Normie, paranormal romance, yeah. Nane, can we call each other Little Omega and Hurricane? Only if Verica says it's okay. I'd like to ask your alpha for permission. If you guys don't know, Verica's Ryu's fiance. I just feel like I need your fiance's your alpha's permission. If you're gonna call me Little Omega. Huh? Wait. Is it your wife? Is it your what? Is it not your Is that not the word? Are you guys not engaged? Wait! You guys are engaged, right? Don't tell me something happened. Wait, what? You guys are engaged? Oh, right? Oh, why is she the alpha? She just kind of gives, like, alpha vibes, you know? Like, no offense, like, Ryu, you're a lot of bark. I feel like Verica's all the bite, not gonna lie. Not to be that guy, not to be parasocial, You know, as a dog VTuber, I feel like, you know... Wait, why are you standing emoji? I didn't mean to clock your tea. If I did or didn't, I don't know. It's just, you know... I just wanted to make a dog VTuber joke. You just did it! Okay, wait, let me... Can I Control Z the image back? Okay, so... It's noon and you're being slandered? Yeah. Also, if you want to link your VTuber voting thing here, feel free to. Guys, Twitch, YouTube chat, my friend is up for voting for something. I kind of forgot what it was, but I've been kind of paying attention, kind of not, because I'm airheaded. Yeah, if you want a link to go vote for that, feel free to. I stan women. I love women. Yeah, so Verica, I was showing this image anyways. It's Hunter, aka the Alpha, and Emma, the Little Omega. Ryu asked if we could be Little Omega and Alpha, and I said you have to ask your Alpha. I think it's only fair. So Verica, Ryu wants permission to call me Little Omega. But I feel like I gotta ask the real Alpha if that's okay. I feel like I gotta ask the real Alpha if that's okay, so... We support women's, the hunter-prey type. Look. We have to support everyone. Here, I'm gonna share it to YouTube too. Guys, look at my friend. She's the one with the red hair. She's so cute. I love her. I love Ryu. Go vote for Ryu, or I'll bark and scream. I just want to be called Hurricane. Okay. Am I gonna have to go to Twitch to find like? Oh no, you don't. I put it there. I put it in the chat. Ah, Verica, do we have permission to be Hurricane and Little Omega though? I feel like, you know. It's just you. I like to ask for permission for these things. Ryu nominated for the Onyx Awards? More likely than you think. Take the free PC check today. What does that mean? As definitely the alpha, yep. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I'm thinking of that one meme where the girl goes, yeah. Wake up, samurai. Yeah. It's another day. Yeah. Do you? Wait. I gotta make a toggle so I go, yeah, and make like 50 million of me. Wait. Sorry. I just realized someone's in my DMs. Okay. Sorry. A friend messaged me. It was really important. It was really important. It wasn't that important, but I still replied. I never heard a guy call a woman they are interested in prey. You gotta read more Wattpad, Zero. There are things out there. It was a reference to a meme. Oh. I don't know your meme. 6'7", 6'7". I saw Shrek in the movie theater the other day. It was really good. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I just wanted you guys to know that I really enjoyed Shrek at the movie theater. I saw Lord of the Rings for the first time at the movie theater. I'd never seen it in a theater before. It was also peak. Shrek is love? No, Shrek is life, okay? It was really good. My friend was like, I really want to go see it for my birthday. And I was like, yes, ma'am. I've been hanging out with so many of my real life friends lately. I'm a little overstimulated at this point. But also, like, some people I didn't talk to my friend yesterday since October. I bought us tickets to go see the Digital Circus in the movie theater. I'm so excited. Have you guys seen the Amazing Digital Circus? Okay, I voted Fur. Thank you. You're a real one. Thank you, Fur. If you guys don't know, I was being I did have a moment of parasocial. I broke character online and I typed some. I never type anything parasocial at people, but yesterday was the first time. Hold on, it's getting cold. I need to turn my AC off. It's really hot sometimes. I did something really parasocial yesterday. There's a streamer that's more parasocial with their fans than the fans are. Like, that's the joke. But I have to say, there's a VTuber, and their community is the reason why I watch the VTuber, because, like, they're all, like, unhinged in, like, the best way. I love just watching them type. I'm, like, parasocial with this VTuber's community. I just love watching them. I've always called them my little petri dish. I just kind of watch them, like, interact, and it's, like... It's so... It's It's so fun to lurk and just kind of see what they're gonna type next and how the streamer's gonna interact with them. Parasocial with another streamer's chat. Shake my head. You're literally in the chat. And also one of my mods is an active member of the community. So I don't know if that's like, you know, I have formed a parasocial relationship, friendship with my mod who is part of that community. Because now we can talk about the streamer. And I'm just gonna say is it fur? It is fur. You guys, basically, you know, the runes are like kind of insane. You know what I mean? Some of them are like pretending to be like needy streamer girl overload. Some of them actually are. It's like there's levels to it. There's like levels. There's levels to this, you know? They're like onions. They have layers. And I love seeing all the layers unpeel on stream. Oh my gosh, wait guys! Spicy Calamari, thank you for the 2 jewels. And then thank you for the combo. 2 jewels. Sheesh. Nyan, thank you for the 200 jewels. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what it is. I love seeing all the female fans, you know, in this community. They're like so unhinged. I have half a mind to link his channel. Please look at our zoo. Yeah, you can. As my favorite rune and mod, you can promote your Kami Oshi here as much as you like. I understand. If I was you, I would promo my Kami Oshi, but because I don't want anyone to know who my Kami Oshi is, that is classified information. Okay, but here's the thing. When you have, okay, here's my problem. Here's my problem with being a VTuber and having friends that are VTubers that are friends with very popular VTubers. My friend is basically friends with my... I have multiple friends. I have multiple friends that are friends with my Kami Oshi. What am I supposed to do about this? You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want them to know that, like, I love all of their streams and I buy their merch, you know? Cause then it's like, you know, I don't want them to know me as a VTuber. I want them to know me as a fan. You know what I mean? Cause it's like if you know VTubers, you know, there's a chance that you guys could be like VTuber oops, you know? The chances are never zero. But if I you know, if I'm just a fan, you know, I don't like meeting my heroes, you know? I don't like meeting my heroes, and so that's why I keep my Kami Oshi under wraps, because I don't want to meet my heroes. Because, like, what if I like them as a streamer, but I don't like them as a person? You know? I don't know. I don't know. I know that's like a crazy thing to think as a creator, but it's like, you know, I need my one creator that I have no fear of them knowing that I'm a super fan, okay? Also, my Kami Oshi is entered extremely popular VTuber here. Literally, that's literally me. Wait, naneniwa? Scritty. You need to have more popular VTubers as your Kami Oshi, okay? Everyone, girl DM should be your Kami Oshi. I'm just saying. Spud, thank you for the 500 bits. Heard something about giving Nane some money? No one said that. Nobody said that. Also, that's a cute teacup. Thank you. This is my spring outfit. I got it like a year or 2 ago. DM said she would kill us if we called her Kami Oshi. Honestly, if I didn't have an actual Kami Oshi, Girl DM would be my Kami Oshi. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if I didn't have this secret Kami Oshi that I am like, thank you for living. You're the reason why I can, you know, when life is hard, your streams are what I look forward to in life. Please stop having depression! Sorry, I'm so sorry. My Kami Oshi keeps getting depression, and then they don't stream, and then what happens to me? I get depression because What am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to watch? Oh, I mean, I can always watch Girl DM. Her streams are pretty poppin'. You know? It's just like, you know, honestly, my Kamiyoshi, sometimes they're like, oh, I'm not streaming. I'm not gonna stream. And I'm just like, what am I supposed to... Stop being sad! But also, like, please enjoy being sad and getting better. And I don't know what's going on in your life, but I need you to stream! Dance! Get up there! You know? I have to crash out with you guys. I need to crash out about this. Because my Kamiyoshi just doesn't stream sometimes. And I'm just like, you should watch naneniwa to cheer yourself up. I already edit my own videos. I'm editing like 2 to 3 videos right now, okay? Please enjoy being... Oh, look, sometimes you have to be sad to work through the mental funk, the brain fog in your life, you know? All I can hope is that while they're being sad and depressed, they're working through those things, they're getting better, they're enjoying the healing, the journey, whatever. But I'm just like, bruh. Hello, Kamiyoshi. Can you please stream again? Please, just one stream. And then like they'll stream a game that I don't care about. I'm like, okay. I'll put this on before bed. It's fine. I'll throw it up. I'll throw up this on TV before bed while I play Sudoku or something. It's fine. But then when they play a game, I'm like, ah! Yeah. I'm pretty sure you heard give Nane money. Well, thank you for giving me money. I appreciate it. Wait, last night's VOD? Watch the first few minutes to see me bullied live on stream. Wait, I want to see Fer get bullied. Oh yeah, I did watch a little bit of this stream. I love this Petri dish. I like Flayon streams because the community is crazy. And it's like watching a Petri dish. It's like watching a Petri dish of women. And as a women enjoyer... I gotta say, my favorite women to watch interact with a VTuber, it's gotta be the runes. The runes are like the best. I can't explain. They're insane. I've mentioned this like a year ago. So I've mentioned this before. I think the first time I saw rune type, fur type. I'm so sorry. The first time I saw fur type, I was like, I have to explain my Petri dish theory. Bruv, please come back to stream. We can have Depresso Espresso to get no. Kamiyoshi, sorry I'm a cheat viewer. I'm super serious in the moment, but we'll totally move on and do it again. When you're on free time? What does that even mean? What are you talking about? The real possibility of VTubers stream as a persona? Yeah, I don't want to meet Clark Kent. You know what I mean? I just want to know Superman. I could care less. I could care less about Peter Parker. I'm all about that Spider-Man, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know you. If I like watching your streams. Now, if you're a friend who happens to stream, you know, I will check out your stream. And if your stream's good, then I will start watching your streams. Like, as your friend. It's different vibe. You know what I mean? Because I already liked them as a friend. You know, it's like, well, I already like this person. You know, watching the streams, just like, you know. Yeah. She knew what I was immediately. Look, you saw someone on Twitter saying, you don't really pick your Kamiyoshis, it just happens. Yeah, it kind of just happens. Ugh, the worst part is, my Kamiyoshi's color palette does not match my aesthetic, okay? I wear a lot of black clothing. Like, I wear a lot of black, gray. I wear lavender. Like, I like to wear purple and I like to wear neon green. Neon green looks really good on me. I really need to watch Nane more. She's fun to watch until I said that, chat. You literally typed it. You literally typed it and chat does not move that fast, bro. Like, I'm literally gonna see it. My chat does not move that fast, okay? We got a lot of people at work right now, okay? I know I stream when people are like at their office jobs, okay? They need something to listen to. They're like, everyone is asleep. Everyone is asleep, or no one streams on like Mondays, I feel. You're not a fan of green, and yet green looks so good on me. I'm not even gonna lie. I look good in green. You were behind the stream. If you get too close, would she not be your Kamiyoshi anymore? How does that work? Okay. I will say, I have a friend. I have a friend who used to make, memes. Or, there's a phrase. I'm gonna say a swear word, okay? I'm gonna say one swear word since we're kind of like in this weird PG-13 realm where I feel like I can say one swear. It's fine. I have a friend that makes a lot of like shit posts, basically. And I always thought like his memes were really funny. I really like the comedy that they do. They do like they would like on and off, you know, whenever they had time, kind of like make jokes and memes. And I was like, oh, this person's so funny. My friend told this person that I was funny, and they like wished me happy birthday because they do like voice acting memes and stuff. And then as soon as they became my friend, I just was like, I no longer saw them as a creator. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, well, that's my friend now. And so like as soon as I friend someone whose content I like, not all the time, but most of the time, the magic is like gone of watching their content. It depends. Like if they were like making like a TV show or something, like, you know, I'd probably be, you know, or if they were like I have friends that make like guide videos and stuff, or one of my friends, I didn't watch any of her content. I kind of became her friend, and she makes really good like Pokapia videos. I watch her videos, like I watch all her Pokapia videos. They're so good. I've been really liking her Pokopia videos. They're just really fun. But that's something where like the magic's there. But like if I watch some of her other content, I'm like, oh yeah, you know. You heard Nane say that she looks good in green. You also look good in green. So you're trying to say that we're twinning? You're trying to be my twin? That's crazy. There's no twins. I'm one of a kind. Yeah. Average viewer, no loyalty. Oh. I didn't get the joke. I'm sorry. Bright pastel, cute girly, and her all black emo friend. Okay, so my friend that I hang out with a lot in real life, she's very like Lord of the Rings, Ren Fair, witch, mushroom girl core. So she wears like a lot of like golds and like browns and like earthy tones and colors and foresty witch vibes. And then I'm in all black with her, just like, yeah. I used to wear more like mushroomy girl kind of stuff. But I got color matched, and they were like, yeah, you can totally dress in all these goth colors, actually. They all actually look really good. You look good in pastel goth colors. And I was like, are you serious? I've been avoiding them my whole life because my mom doesn't like me dressing like this. My mom's always been like, you don't have to like dress goth to be goth, you know? Which I get. I understand. I mean, I hear her, I see her, I understand. She's very goth. But I was like, but I like dressing like this is a thing. But I also wear like the same 3 like outfits to my parents' house. Every time I visit my parents, I wear like the same 3 outfits, and my mom's like, do you not have any other clothes? And I'm like, Mom, when we hang out, we don't really do much. You know what I mean? Like, I walk the dog. I have to wear something I can walk the dog in. Or I'm seeing my nieces and nephews, so I have to wear something comfortable for that. Or, you know, I'm doing something casual, like I'm going to a barbecue place to get a baked potato. I'm not gonna, like, go all out with my outfits. I only have 3 to 4 comfy errand outfits, okay? With, like, different tops, obviously. I do have, like, crazy going out outfits. I just, you know, Also, some of them are a little more like va va voom, and I really don't want to dress like va va voom in front of my parents. You know what I mean? There's like there's a certain amount of like what is it, like decorum that I like to keep when I'm hanging out with my family. You know, versus like if I'm going out with the girls to go to a nice restaurant to get swanky little drinks or whatever. You know? It's like, the most I ever go out to do, though, is like, if I'm going to like an anime convention, or a gaming convention, or I go get like sushi with friends. I like dress up for that. I'll dress up like on vacation. I really only dress up on vacation. Or if I go to get food somewhere really nice. Sushi? Yeah, I'll get sushi with friends. What does va va voom mean? Is it like evening dressing? Kind of. Like I'll wear like a high-waisted black jean, and I'll wear like a tank top shirt that might have a little bit of lace at the top part of the tank top, and like a little cropped jacket, you know? But the tank top's a little like, oh, it's not too flashy, but it's a little, you know, it's a little. I wouldn't wear that one in front of my family, you know. I mean, like you could, but like, you know. I'm just saying. You know, I dress very conserve, if that makes sense. Especially when I'm around my family. I don't know what it is. Cropped? Yeah, I wear like a cropped tank top with a little bit of like lace at the top. But I wear like a high-waisted pant, so it's not like I'm showing a lot of midriff. I don't really show midriff a lot. I have a lot of like midriff tops, but I always have like high-waisted pants with them. So there's no midriff, but it makes my waistline look really good, so I like the way crop tops look because they make my waistline show, and it's like, you know. Or I'll wear like a really cute like long skirt. I have a really cute skirt for going out. Let me see. I don't think they're selling the skirt anymore, but they have one like similar. Let me find it. It's like oh, it's kind of like this. I think I have this exact skirt. I have like this, where it's like, you know, it's got like the see-through up the sides, but like, you know, I wear shorts underneath everything anyways. I like to wear my demonias with it. I have like demonia sandals, so I'll wear like this with like a really cute top and like I have like these. This is like, hold on. So like I wear like these shoes. I'll wear some sort of like bat sleeve top or like some sort of whatever black top I got, turtleneck or something. I'll wear like these shoes with this skirt. The sandals fit easier than the boots. It's harder to find my shoe size in the boots. The sandals like adjust enough. Yeah, especially, okay, so I live somewhere where in the summer it gets to be like 200 million degrees outside. So when it's 200 million degrees outside, this outfit is like easy to breathe. Alexa, play The Cure. Show me, show me, show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me sing, she said. The one that makes me love, she said. Threw her arms around my head. Show me. I'm more of a Smiths girl. I won't lie. I did see The Cure live once. I may have I got anxiety when I saw The Cure live because the show was supposed to end and it went on like an extra hour. And I was sitting by myself because my mom my mom got tickets to go with my dad, and I was like, "You guys are going to The Cure without me?" And my mom was like, "My bad, I didn't know you liked The Cure." And I'm like, "I'm literally your child." And so my mom invites me to concerts now whenever she gets tickets. She's like, "Do you want to go? Do you want to go?" She's like, "Oh." She like StubHubbed me, or she bought some reseller ticket for like. She got a better. I had a better seat than her, but I was sitting by myself, so. And it was really fun. I had a good time, but they just kept playing, and I was like, I'm not near anyone I know, and I was kind of young, and I was like, I want to go to bed. I'm kind of tired. I'm done. I'm done with the show. I want to go home and sleep. Yeah, the concert went like really late, and I was like really tired. But I had fun. I had fun nonetheless. And they kept playing songs past the end of the show, and I was just like, bruh is still going. But yeah, I have the Demonia spider sandals, and I have this skirt. I think it's like Hot Topic. And then I just kind of like thrift like black tops from random places. I have a see-through like spider web long sleeve top. I got it for $5 at the flea market. I think it was like drop shipped or something, but they never, you know. Have you ever done the mosh pit at a concert? I just showed you how I dressed for events. I wear tall demonias in skirts and dresses, and I wear cute little black bows in my hair. I do not mosh. I'm not a mosh pit person. I am a cutesy girl. You know, I'm not here to punch anyone. I'm not here to throw, you know, I don't wear jeans and sneakers. I got some hokas though for like errands and stuff. But I always get tickets that have a chair. I'm short. I mean, I'm tall. I'm really tall, but like, the thing is, I don't want to block some short person's view when I'm standing at a concert, because I'm 6'3". So I always try to get a chair seat because I'm tall. Not because I'm short, because I'm tall and I don't want to block the view for others. So it's better if I sit down during the concert. You know what I mean? Because I'm 6'3", male, 300 pounds. Also, oh my gosh, Josh! Thank you for the... I was ranting to YouTube. I didn't see it. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the hype trade as well. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'm looking to see who... Oh, one of my mods got a gift sub. Yippee, yippee. That's good. I always like when the gift subs go to people in the community. You're 6'3". I take it back. You're short. Tall, real tall, like 5'2". I'm not even 5'2", man. Boots are stoppers for real. Mosh boots. The demonias are sandals, so my toes are out. My toes are out. Well, usually I wear like tights with them, like or frilly socks or something. New outfit. This is an old outfit. Wait, old outfit you probably never saw debut. I'm titling the stream that. Debuting my old outfits. Debuting my old outfit. Let's see what else. Yeah, the girls normally stay out of the pit. It's dangerous. Then why would you even ask if I go in the pit, man? Why would you even ask if I go in the pit? If you know most girls don't go in the pit, I would have been like, oh, I love going to the pit at concerts. I was talking about sitting in my chair, listening to music. Oh my goodness. First time I see, yeah. Oh, guys, okay. Hey guys, welcome to my outfit debut. I'm gonna debut my spring outfit in some toggles. Look, are you guys ready to see the rest of the outfit? It's a teacup! Oh my gosh! That's a short skirt and a long jacket. Oh wait, I broke. Wait. Yeah, okay, so I was trying to toggle my outfit, so I broke some of it, okay? But yeah, there's my shoes. I got some long legs, okay? I don't know why my mom built me with such long legs. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was too gagged at how this part looked, but my mom made me really tall, and I didn't even think about it. I was like, hey, canonically, I want to be this tall. And I was like, wait, this is not really matching the canonical height, but you know, it's fine. My 2.0 kind of, you know, zooms more on the screen. This is how it looks with the regular hair. The outfit was made by Lucky Art, and my base model is made by Manchipan. But this is the short hair. And then I have the hat. And then I have the manly drink. If you look here, these are all the stickers on my coffee shop that I'm selling. And then if you look, I have a maid outfit. This was Lucky Art's first outfit she made on the model. The base model is all so this is all Manchipan, and then the outfits in like extra hairs are Lucky Art she did for me, because Manchipan's really busy. So I could not commission her to do outfits, so I was like, hey, can I commission another artist? And I did get her permission to commission other artists to work on assets for the model. I just like to say who did what, because, you know, we got it. Shout out to artist. But yeah, this was her first outfit. It's a maid outfit. And then, I do like the spring outfit. I feel like, okay, wait. I feel like with this, I feel like I'm going to Target. I feel like I'm gonna go get like a Starbucks or something. I'm like, Mom, where's my lay boo-boo? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm... I don't know why, but... I like the teacup though. And then, we always use this hair for gaming. Sometimes I use this one. Oh wait. Which one's the hat? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm using this outfit today just because I can. Just because it's, you know, it's spring. It's spring. Ah! Did you guys like the debut? Again, thank you for the hype train. You kind of get it, yes? Ooh, kinda? Time to purchase some stickers? What do you mean? You don't have to purchase anything off my shop. I have a lot of extra merch though, so... You know, I'll probably still have all this stuff for sale in like a year, so... No rush, you know? Well, if you guys have jobs and stuff and things. Yeah. You already got a postcard? Oh, then yeah. Would you wear that kind of outfit, or would you lengthen the skirt? I would wear this outfit with shorts underneath. I would wear like a white bloomer underneath the skirt. If a skirt's really short, I like to wear white bloomers. Or black bloomers, depending on the color scheme. But I'd probably wear, bloomers, and I'd probably wear, like, white tights with this. Or, like a skin tone tight. I like to wear, like, stockings with all my skirts. Because I get really cold. I get really cold from the AC, so... I like to wear, like, 120 denier tights. Black bloomers, short skirt. Yeah. I have really cute, like black ruffle bloomers, and they poof the A-line skirt a little more, so it looks cute. And then I have a top like this in black. I'm not gonna lie, I have a long sleeve version and a short sleeve. You looked at the Final Fantasy XIV glam system and said, what if it was, like, real life? What do you mean by that? No, I just kind of dress. I've always like thrifted clothes and dressed however I wanted. Which is like I've tried dressing in like every aesthetic, so I feel like I have an eye for fashion. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I've dressed a couple friends before. I love styling my friends. I styled a couple of my my girlfriends at the thrift store who live like near me. One had to go to like a thrift store party, or a party where you thrift your outfit. And I got her, she pointed out these like pants she liked that were kind of like bell-bottomy. And then I found like this top and this little like vest situation, this purse and this hair accessory and a belt. And she looked like she came out of like a Y2K, like early 2000s fashion. Wait, let me show you guys the aesthetic. It was very like I'm trying to find like the aesthetic of the vibe. I'm looking for the picture reference. I dressed her kind of like... Okay, Pinterest kind of found me something. Oh wait, that's blurry. That's a blurry image. Do they have like a non-blurry image? I'm looking for a non-blurry image. Hold. Chat. This will do. I dressed her kind of like the combination of the middle two. You know, I found some shoes and stuff and like a belts. It was giving like this kind of serve. I can't explain it. But she really liked it. And then I had another friend, I dressed her, there was like some outfit of the day at the thrift shop, and there was like this cute mini skirt, and then there was like this top that went with it, and then I was like, yes, slay. And then we found like this like see-through t-shirt that looked really cool, and it had like this cool graphic tiger on it or something, and I was like, yes, you would look so good in this. And she slayed. We never did get that Drunk Elf Explains Fashion, did we? I don't like what there. That's like if you're asking me to do a Drunk Elf Explains video games, which one, what game, what genre, like what do you even want? Like, you know what? That's too broad of a topic. 70s fashion for the 2025. It's 2026 for the 2026. Are we worming? Yeah. Yeah. You know, like, what do you want me to talk about fashion? That's like saying talk about sports, okay? Like, teams, like, highlights, like, basketball, like, what sport? You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to know what you want to yap about in sports? How am I supposed to know what you want to know? I don't know. You thought it was 2077? Goes to show how in-depth I presume fashion to be. Yeah. Do you want to talk about, like, what men should wear, men daily fashion advice, women fashion advice? Do you want to analyze fashion? Do you want to talk about what everybody wore to the, what's the art gallery nonsense they do every year? Do you want to talk about runway? Do you want to talk about fashion week? Do you want to talk about a recent show by a designer? Like, do you want to talk about brands, fashion brands that are featured in Target? Like, do you want to talk about collaboration of fashion? Like how Pokemon has collaborated with higher end brands, lower end brands, and like the whole concept of video games collabing with these companies and the effect on, like, you know, everything and stuff and my opinions on that. Like, what's the topic? Wow, Nane, you could be like a fashion journalist if you wanted to. I guess, you know. I guess, but it's not. I really, you know, I like video games more. Do you like Victorian era fashion? Yeah, why not? Wake up, samurai! Pokemon would be interesting. Yeah, there's been a lot of Pokemon fashion collabs, and they all kind of annoy me. Cause, like, okay. Let's go criticize the Pokemon Center fashion again. Okay. Well, someone was like, Nane, do Drunk Elf explains fashion. I'm like, that's too broad. Okay. The Pokemon merch is getting better, but it's also getting worse at the same time. These pants are $130 that I'm about to show, okay? These pants are $130. And they just have printed Pokemon on them. They're black jeans with printed Pokemon. And they are sold out! They are sold out in size. They're the Pokemon X Dolly Noir Pixel First Partner Pokemon Denim Pants. They are sold out in extra small, small, and medium. You guys are buying this and wearing it? I could see a woman buying and wearing it though. I could see a woman buying and wearing it and it being cool. Let me check the mailbox, cause those might have been female pants. Yeah, those were pants for females. Let's look at the men's clothing. Let's look at the men's clothing, cause those are pretty cute for girls, I guess. Girls can get away with wearing a lot of cutesy stuff, I feel. You know, they got the tropical sports shorts men. They have a tropical shirt for $50 on the Pokemon site. It's not sold out. This is pretty tame. This is pretty tame. A lot of people don't look good in these colors though. They're Ditto colors. It's got the Pelipper. You know, it's like very subtle. They did take the hint on making things more subtle, I feel. Because Pokemon Shirts was a huge success. If you don't know what Pokemon Shirts was it was like a pattern fabric thing where they made these some of them were subtle, some of them were not. You can here's a grid tile. They look, see how the Bellsprout's well hidden? The Psyduck not so much. They had like a Mew pattern. They had these little tiny Oddishes, right? And like Vileplume and stuff. The Atkins kind of large. But you see like the Paris shirt's really cute. I really wanted the Butterfree one because it was just a bunch of butterfly wings, but I didn't get it because I didn't have the money to import from Japan at the time. I was very upset that I didn't get the fitted shirts collab for the Butterfree top. I'm very, to this day, very sad I could not get the drop for that. But like, you see the Voltorb, it's a bunch of Pokeballs, and he's, like, blended in. This is the... I forget what Pokemon that is. The one guy, the bird, flying dragon type or whatever. But just some of them are subtle, some of them are not. Look at the... And it's done in this... The Rattata is done that style that they do. They were selling dress shirts, and you could pick dress shirts and, ties and, like, different things in the patterns. And the thing is, you could pick for like just the, you could pick a dress shirt, you could customize it to be a solid color, and then just the cuffs and the pocket had the pattern on them, so you could only subtly see it like on the sleeve. They had like a bunch of different stuff, basically. It was really cool. Let's see. Oh, this is one. This is like one where they're kind of showing off like all the customization you can do. You could get Bulbasaur like on the inside collar so that it's not seen when you're like at work. But when you put it on, you're like, oh hey, there's like the Squirtle, you know. And the Charmander, the shirt background's Charmander, the sleeve is Squirtle, and then Bulbasaur for the collar. But you could get like, you know, you could mix it up. You could change the collar to have stuff, I believe. It was a really cool concept, and you can mix and match and put all your favorite Pokemon together. You change the buttons. It was very expensive, but it was very limited too. It's probably one of my favorite collaborations. I don't think they make Pokemon shirts anymore, but yeah, I was like a college student, so you know, I couldn't buy stuff at the time. But I really wanted this shirt. So we're seeing more of that with like the summer wear for men's. Another thing that like what is this? These sweatpants are 60 doll hairs. What are they? I don't know how I feel about these. These are Eevee and Friends sweatpants. It's just a black sweatpant with pockets and then an Eevee design at the feet. I mean, it's kind of funky and cool, but I can't see someone wearing it regularly. It's blended enough. It's normal enough. You can get away with it in the day-to-day life, but I think it is for someone who dresses more eccentric. I could not see a guy that plays Magic the Gathering every Friday night to like get into getting those kinds of pants unless they like had a certain like confidence in their fashion and wearing weird stuff. Get why you thrift. This stuff is pretty crazy expensive. I find a lot of stuff on sale. I mean, I'm just looking at the Pokemon Center merch, which is it is already pretty expensive because they just slap Pokemon on stuff. This next shirt is 65 USD. It's a Growlithe patterned sweater. It's got a Growlithe patch, and then it's just kind of like the stripes of a Growlithe. And I don't think this is very good. I don't like it. It's subtle, but it's subtle in a way that's like not interesting. I can't tell what it is at a glance, you know? There's a balance between being subtle with anime video game merch that you want it to be subtle, but you also want it to be known, right? And the only way this shirt is loud is by slapping the Pokemon patch on it. The only way you can understand what the guy is wearing is by seeing the Growlithe on it. So for me, it's not doing what it's supposed to. If you have to put a picture of the Pokemon to make it no longer subtle, and there's a lot of shirts that I'm scrolling past where it's like Pokemon, middle of the shirt, looks nice, graphic. I'm not wearing that to an office. I'm not wearing that to a work meeting. You know what I mean? I never seen it in person, but you like it? Oh. I mean, yeah. I remember I was showing my friends an example, and I pulled some like Espeon hoodie, right? I was like, look at this. The hood, it's shaped like Espeon. It's very children's hoodie. Like, it's cool. I would get it. I'd wear it around the house or something. I'd wear it at my desk, you know, on the weekends. But I would not buy this and wear it to work. You know what I mean? It's very, you know, I want like maybe like a nice cardigan. Maybe like the patterns of the Pokemon on a cardigan or something. You know, something I can wear to the office. Maybe a nice blouse. And then my friends, as I was showing them the hoodie, they all bought it. They were like, wait, that hoodie's kind of cute though. I wanna wear this. And they all bought it, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, you're the reason why I don't have these subtle Pokemon merch. You keep buying the slop. But I get it. The slop is cute to wear around the house. You know. But like, these sweatpants are $80. There's some like brand. See, Pokemon gets like a brand, and they do a collab, and then it's just like the silhouette of Lucario. If you know who's that Pokemon, and look at how like, that's it. The rest of the pant is regular. You got some iron-on Lucarios on the pant leg that are gonna like wash off in a few, you know? Who's gonna compliment my fashion around the house? My cats? Yeah. I mean, if I'm at home, I'm always down to wear slop, you know? I wear like, I have a couple of shirts and hoodies from my Kamiyoshi. And some other streamers and stuff. I will wear those around the house. I bought My Kamiyoshi dropped a hoodie. I bought it in an extra large or something, or an extra large. It fits me like a dress, so I just wear that with thigh highs and I call it a day. I just wear a big hoodie with thigh highs and like some shorts, some pajama shorts, and I call it a day. That's like an outfit for me. I like the comfiness of it. Yeah, but their color scheme doesn't look super good on me. I mean, it does, but it's not my thing. Yeah. And like, the stuff that sells out on the Pokemon Center is crazy. This sold out, which I kind of understand. I kind of understand why this men's shirt sold out in every size. It is a classic men's Gengar shirt. But look, do you guys see what I see? You can barely see the Gengar. It's like, you have to go up close. So from afar, it's, you know, it's just a nice, like, purple patterned shirt. But then when you go up, you're like, oh, it's Gengar. See? This shirt was $54 and sold out. I would buy this if I was a guy. If I looked good in purple. If I looked good in purple. See, that's very nice. There's a few other shirts that sold out like that, but then shirts like this sell out. And I just, you know, this is just nostalgia farming. If a guy's really fashionable though, and he's got like some crazy pants and shoes, I could see this, you know, I could see them pulling this off, but this is a shirt that sold out. I do think it's got an interesting color scheme. I could see why it sold well. It's got Pikachu using Surf. That's like a rare Pikachu in the series, right? There's a lot of nostalgia with that. It's got nostalgic, that 90s color palette. This one sold out. This one, I'm like kind of questioning. This one, I'm like, okay. It's like, it's Piplup on a shirt repeatedly, but it's not as... The Gengar one, at least, was more subtle. This is more like, if I saw a guy wearing the Gengar one, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. If I see a guy wearing the Piplup one, I'm kind of like, yeah, you look like you could be my nephew, you know? Or my niece or something, you know? This looks like a children's shirt. This does look like a children's shirt. I would be like, eh. The pocket's cute, but I would want the pocket to be more subtle. I'd like if the Piplup was underneath the pocket so you didn't have to see him, you know? Unless you looked in your pocket. And then it's like, you know, it's not subtle. It's not as subtle as the other one. I could see why a bunch of guys bought it, though. Yeah, the Pokemon Classics collab was actually pretty good. These joggers greatly upset me. I don't know why these joggers sold out. I mean, I guess I could see a lot of women buying these joggers actually in the men's size. But I just, it's not subtle. I think these would be really cute for like girl outfits though. But they're just Glaceon. Yeah, I think girls look really cute in these. They're like pajama pants. I don't know. Do guys wear pajama pants, these joggers? Like, would you wear them out? Would you wear them to bed? I'm so confused. They were $30 though, so I could see a bunch of girls just being like, I'll just get some extra large joggers, whatever. I'll just wear them baggy. I could see that being really cute. Cute loungewear. But I'm like, where are we wearing this? This is sold out. Now, I do think this is cool. I do think you didn't have to add the Togepi. You could have dropped this without the Togepi right here. I hate when brands have to put the thing there. You could have put the Togepi like on the sleeve somewhere too. That would have been really cool. You know, so it's like you have to move your arm a certain way to see the Togepi patch. I think that'd be nice. I think you could have just got away with the shapes. Wonder if you could remove it, but it's gonna like the stitching and stuff. It's gonna look a little weird. And if you don't know how to remove stuff like that properly, you don't know if it's glued, you don't know if it's sewn, you know. There's just a few things like that. And I think it's very interesting. Let's look at the female clothes. I feel like I've been criticizing men's clothes this whole time. Let's go to like page 5 where we see what's sold out. I will say when it comes to loungewear, I'm a big sucker for Snorlax, okay? I am like I would buy something like this, not to wear to work or anything, but you know, I would just, you know. If you're paying for a Pokemon shirt, you want to know it's Pokemon? Yeah, I just want to know more, like, I just want more subtle merch. I feel like Pokemon has such a large, it has such a large adult population that wears, like, whatever. Yeah. This Sylveon shirt sold out, but I kind of understand why it's sold out. Look at how cute this is. The only thing I don't like is... This is really cute. They could have just kept it all solid colors, but then they added a graphic on the back. And that... See, this is another thing they do. They'll have this really cute subtle wear, and they'll add a graphic on the back. And that, like... I don't like a lot of big graphics. I feel like if I were ever to do merch, it would be like a more patterned, subtle thing you get away with wearing. Something you could wear to work is like 10 out of 10 for me. I love a little like... I have some Super Groupies merch. They do like fancy anime wear. I've worn like my fancy Kingdom Hearts watch, and I had like a JRPG like video game bag from them. And I would wear it, and these older ladies would be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your purse." And I'm like, "Thanks, it's based off a video game." They're like, "Oh really?" They're like, "Well, it looks nice." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's actually it's a luxury video game bag." And they're like, "Oh, that's interesting. Thanks for the sub. You're working on TV." Yeah. Thank you for the 10 gifted again. I really appreciate that. You don't have to do it, but it's very nice. I have an accessory from the Pokemon company. It's jewelry. I do have a piece of jewelry. Let me... Where can I filter by that? It's not letting me... I'll just type bracelet in the search bar. I do have this bracelet. Do they still sell it? I think they do. I got... Oh, they sold out! They sold out of it. $85? I got mine for like 60 bucks, okay? This is a Dragonair bracelet. And it's really subtle and cute. I used to wear this to my office when I was working in the game industry. I used to dress up. Not a lot of the programmers wear like the shorts and flip-flops combo. But yeah. You want to talk about Hololive collab merch? Okay, you want to hear my opinions on the Hololive collab merch? Okay. Okay. Let me go to the Hololive store. Oh god. I don't want to like talk smack, you know, on the merch. But I will say why I don't buy certain items. I'm willing to share that, I guess. You reminded me you need to buy a new electric blanket? Or elastic band. And re-bead your Buddhist bracelet? Oh, that's nice. I didn't know you had a Buddhist bracelet. That's kind of cool. Let's look at the merch. Let's look at the apparel fashion. We'll look at... Honestly? Okay. We'll look at this fashion first. This is Aurora Panthera. Oh my gosh, I can't even say her name. I'm so sorry. T-shirt. It's your typical Hot Topic t-shirt. I can see why guys wear it. The fanny pack's actually really cute. But I don't like the strap. That strap looks like it's gonna hurt my shoulder. It's very thin. The Ominaha bags, they have a very thick strap that's very comfortable. I also don't know how much stuff I can put in here. You know, you can't. I do like the little keychain. You know, there's nothing. You know, wearing a little keychain is really cute. The little pouch is cool. Put your stuff in it. You know, there's a lot of merch like that where it's like, yeah. Where's the... I don't even know what this is for. There's like a song release commemorative merch. There's a hat. It's a black hat with the symbols. I love how subtle this is. A song came out. This is like the merch they're selling with it. It's a hat with embroidered symbols. Subtle, good. Anyone can wear it. Good. I mean, the colors, you can't control what your idol colors are, you know. But I do like the concept of this hat. I think it's good. I think it's subtle. You know, if I saw a guy wearing it, I'm like, oh, you like anime, but you have taste. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, like you could wear a black hat like that with like a denim jacket, dark t-shirt, you know, different kinds of things. I will say. Here's an example. I don't think a lot of people can pull off the Pebble beanie. No offense. It's cute. I think if you're a collector, it's good. You know, you could put it on a plushie. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. I think if you're like a tall guy, you have a heavy metal cut off denim jacket, like no sleeves, you got like the patches on it, you got the black like turtleneck, you got a full beard, and you wear like the heavy metal boots, you know what I'm talking about, you got like the like chains out of your pocket. I think you could get away with adding this beanie to your outfit. And I would be like, okay, he's kind of cool. You know what? I feel like if you're wearing like a really cool alt like punk rocker outfit and you put this beanie on, I would be like, okay, that's kind of, you know, that's kind of cute. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But if you're wearing like the Pokemon shirt, the Bebo beanie, and you got like 20 different things on, I just think like this guy buys Funko Pops, okay? I'm thinking this guy buys Funko Pops. If you're just like a punk rocker though, and you put this beanie on, I think this guy likes to have a beer and watch his Oshi, and you know what? I could get behind that. You know, you got a friend who dresses like that. You think he could rock it? Get it? Because she's Pebble, Bijou, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of like you guys see where this is like going with the t-shirts. You know, graphic t-shirts are always popular. People, you know, they wear them to bed, they wear them to the gym, they wear them wherever. They'll do yard work, throw a graphic tee on. I'm never gonna like harp on graphic tees. Now, this right here, this is good. This I would buy if I wore brown, okay? We have socks with messages. These are cute. These are cute. Oh my god, imagine being a girl, a Hello Kitty girl, and buying these, okay? I'm just saying. I think this is a very cute merch item. I think socks, when they're well made, very cute. I think this is fun. It's something you could wear, especially if you wear like a lot of if you're a guy that does like the suit and ties, like you're a lawyer or something. You're working with higher ups. You're the branch, whatever. You know, maybe you're in government, man. I could see a guy wearing a suit and tie. I could see you being the mayor of New York and having these on. You know what I'm saying? I could see... I could see the mayor of New York wearing these socks, actually. You know, they have a few other members. You know? I'm just saying, okay? Now, like, there's more graphic tees. They always do one of these. Oh. Let me open it so I can get the big image. You see, they have like the concert. They do like the varsity jackets. Let's look at the varsity jackets. It's a nice varsity jacket, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's a varsity jacket. Let's see how it looks on the model. look at how it looks on the model. It's just kind of like there's no like shape really. It's kind of like there's not really a the material doesn't look. I've had a lot of bomber jackets, and the bomber jackets are supposed to make you look like cool. The model wearing this jacket, he doesn't. Let's look up. Okay, let's look up how another. What's that one brand called? What's that? The one brand I'm trying to think of. Oh, like ASO. ASOS? I bought a bomber jacket from them once. And like, you know, their bomber jackets fit kind of nicer, I think. You know, when you see a bomber jacket, let's crop the neck too so we can like have a fair, you know, I don't want to have like a mug off or anything. But like look at like look at how like the fitting of the collar is, and like look how the jacket, it kind of like it hits the waistline. This goes past the waistline. You're making yourself have it's a non-existent weight or non-existent waistline, you know? But like this, like if you had a varsity anime nerd jacket and it fit like the one on the right and you have the pattern, look at how it fits. See how the jacket's hitting his waistline properly? It has pockets, but the pockets are always going to be higher up because you want that jacket. And look at how it looks unzipped, you know? I feel like when you zip it up, you're in like nerd alert unless you have a certain thing. I have mad respect for guys that paint their favorite VTubers on their car. Oh yeah, Atashas are cool. I've seen a girl do TikToks on one. But you guys see the difference between the two bomber jackets that I'm like, what are we doing here? You know, I'm just like, you see like the fit of the jacket does like enhance the look. Now there's like a bag. I think the bag isn't bad. You know, the regloss, they did a bag. This is nice. You know, the strap looks like it's gonna hurt your shoulder if you pack something too heavy in it, but there's not a lot of room to put too many things. You know, I think that's fine. It seems like a nice little, you know, you can carry what you need to carry in it. Yeah, I am a fan of these. This is the GG Murin merch pack that she had. Oh, where is it? I think these are really good because you can still dress well in your day-to-day and have small accessories that show this is my Oshi. You know what I mean? You can have a great outfit that fits you, looks good, and then just have a keychain. You know what I mean? Some women dress like very cute for office and they have like the little photo card attached to their purse. I do gotta say they had like this Hololive art collab. I know it's a graphic t-shirt and I'm like graphic t-shirts or whatever. I do think these are cool, subtle graphic t-shirt merch. They're artsy, they look cool, they're like drawings. This is really cool. This is very neat and interesting as well. There's a lot of different stuff that's interesting. And I just realized like I've been ranting this whole time and we're like on ads. My bad. I got carried away. But you guys asked for my opinions on like Hololive merch and stuff, so yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. I do think a jewelry is always fun. I like when they do like, I don't know if I like this design necessarily, but I do like when they do like the ring necklace. I do, so then it doesn't matter if the ring fits you or not. It's like on a necklace chain. I do think that's fun. And I do think if you're wearing like a black t-shirt that fits you well, or like a white t-shirt that fits you well, whatever colored like default shirt you want. Do not wear a long chain necklace with a graphic t-shirt unless a graphic t-shirt like can meld well with the necklace. And like you don't do the Yoshi P rings accessories maximum if you can't dress in the appropriate outfit for that. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. That's just me personally. When I'm looking at like what my friends wear and stuff. You discovered that by trial and error? Man. I mean, you can wear a bunch of rings and have like a graphic t-shirt, but the graphic design on your shirt's gonna carry your outfit. You don't need to put a necklace with it because then you're gonna block the graphic. Sure, you only had a wallet. I mean, that's fine. There's like a subtle wallet's cool. Accessories, subtle accessories are always a great way to, you know, show things without doing too much. But yeah. Like the Hot Topic looking tee. Yeah, there's, you know, t-shirts. Again, t-shirts are like graphic tees. They're gonna look like, you know, how they look. Remember, it's called a bomber jacket? Because in World War II, bomber crews wore them. See, I don't even remember the history of all that. But yeah, they're supposed to fit kind of like cute. You gotta get some rings, but they might irritate you more than ever. You've never worn them before. I wear a lot of rings. I wear like 10 rings. What I do, I have a purse. Thankfully, I'm a girl. I have a purse. I mean, you could have like a little satchel or something, right? You got your... A lot of guys wear like the shoulder bags now. They're like crossbody bags. You know what I mean? They kind of like hold all your tech. I keep a ring box in my purse. If I forget to put all my rings on, I open the box and I just put all my rings on. And then if I'm like driving or something, or it's like really hot outside, I'll take all my rings off and throw them in that box. And it shakes and it makes a lot of noise. It's very Jingle Keys. It's very Jingle Keys, but I really do like it. I really do like wearing like 50 million rings. Yeah, just carry a ring box. It's very... They sell them at like Daiso. You can go to Daiso and just get a ring box. It's pretty basic, but... Sorry, I'm eating my leftover quesadilla. It's so good. Crossbody bags are just fanny packs worn differently, yeah. But I know a lot of chat has a girl DM crossbody bag, so that's why I say it. It's so good. Ugh. I might get up for a second and stretch my legs. You did get a little box like that for jewelry while you're in Japan? Nice! Good. Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff out there. Ooh. What are we even yapping about? What do you guys like in your... Do you guys like quesadillas? And what do you like in your quesadilla? I like a quesadilla with like anything in it, really. I'm not that picky. Just the basic stuff, that's fair. Like, this one has, like, bell pepper. It has, like, a bunch of miscellaneous veggies that are, like, fajitas. And really good cheese. Everything they have, fair. If I need more room for stuff, cargo pants work for you, that's fair. I can't wear cargo pants. I don't know what it is. I did try to get a pair of cargo pants, and they looked like they would fit me. I have this problem where pants fit my legs, and they fit my waist. but they don't fit this other section of my body. And so I haven't been able to find a pair that I like. Can't rock the cargo pants with the Triforce? Yeah, I can. I'm sorry. What are they called? They're like the cargo pants, but they're like really baggy. I tried to get a pair of pants like this, but they were jeans. And well, these ones could probably fit me because I got like the elastic band. Get over where they need to get over. And then stretch back in. No, I tried to get like a pair of like jean. I tried to get a pair of pants like this recently. And I went to the dressing room. And the waist was too big on the ones that fit. But then the waist and the legs fit. But everything, yeah. And you know, it's just not meant to be. It's just not meant to be. Maybe one day. Maybe I will get... maybe I'll try and get some like this. Some cargo pants like this with a Zelda Triforce shirt. I think I could do that. I think I could get away with that at an anime convention. If I ever do like a meet and greet at an anime convention, maybe I'll go undercover. I'll go undercover to like a VTuber convention and I'll wear that. That's gonna be the outfit. That's gonna be the outfit. I'm too lazy to go get stuff tailored. I don't want to go find someone. No one really does it anymore anyways. They're coming back. Yeah. I remember there was a lot of fashion that was trending that people were like, don't you want to wear this? Don't you want to do this? And I was like, this is ugly. Women in STEM, the outfit? That's not the outfit, women in STEM. Sorry, I'm giving myself Patizda. I'm giving myself Patizda. I'm giving myself Patizda for you. Okay? Okay, chat? This meme. I have to show you this meme. I have to... Look at the top. Programming socks! And they're just thigh-highs! Does anybody remember this meme? Can I tell you something? I'm going to bust out MS Paint. I'm going to bust out MS Paint. I don't think those are for women. I know a lot of guys wore them. And a lot of now women wore them too. Women also wore them. Everyone was wearing them. I kid you not. Everyone was wearing them. Where's the paint? I need to open paint, okay? Okay, I'm gonna show you how I dressed. Okay. This is how I dressed when I was, you know. There's me. There's me, naneniwa. You know? I got wavy hair. That's me. I would wear a big t-shirt. This is what I would wear, okay? This is what I would wear. And I would wear shorts. I'd wear shorts, and they were kind of like mini, and they had like the rolled. They had like the rolled, you know, legs sometimes, or they wouldn't. Really just depend. Would really just depend. Let me make sure this is sealed. They'd be like a dark denim probably, you know. Wear a black t-shirt. I gotta close this so I can. Perfect, right? And then I would wear shoes. I would wear some shoes. This is literally my drip. I would have like my iPad. I'd also have a computer. You know. Amazing. You know. Let's add some more hair. You know, let's add more to the face frame. You know? You know? And then that's not even the worst part. That's not even the worst part. Hold on. And it would say some stuff like, there's 2 types of people in the world. And it'd be like, those who know binary and those who don't know binary. This is literally how this is literally what I looked. Oh, and you can't forget I had a can of Dr. Pepper. You know? I would have Wait, did I just make a meme of myself? Did I just A girl who already turned in her programming assignment that you try to ask to do homework with. Don't forget earbuds playing the Smiths. I wouldn't really listen to music at school. I'd be like, I can't wait to go home. I just made a meme of myself. You know? Yeah. There's no curves in the picture because I was wearing a big t-shirt. It kind of just ate all the curves. But yeah, I'd wear thigh highs. My shorts were really cool. You know. It'd be more like, I can't even explain it. But I'd wear thigh highs with shorts. The shorts would snatch my waist a little. I would tuck my shirt in. I don't know how to, like, draw that. But I would, like, kind of, like, tuck my shirt in a little. And this would be a little more, you know, it was a little more, like, whoa. Because I did get some comments from female friends. Like, whoa. You know? But, you know, I don't know how to draw women like that, so... Yeah, this is, yeah, that was the uniform. I would wear a big graphic t-shirt. Or like I'd wear like a cute blouse, shorts, and I would wear thigh highs all the time. I had enough to wear every day to school. And, they were really, it was more comfortable than wearing like jeans or something. Or I'd wear jeans, I guess. Yeah, I would be like, or no. It wasn't the 2 types. I would write there's 10. Let me correct that. There's 10 types of people. on. Sorry, I had translated that backwards. Yeah, I'd be like, there's 10 types of people. Okay, updating my screenshot. This was literally me in and when I took computer science, I was like, there's no way guys will flirt with me if I look like this. No one's gonna flirt with me if I dress like this. I was like, wow, no one's gonna try to talk to me if I'm a weirdo. And also it was really comfortable. I was like, it's a t-shirt, shorts, and thigh highs. Oh, how I was so wrong. Surely no one would flirt with me. Okay, people I went to school with, apparently I had people that liked me. I had people that liked me when I was younger, but I didn't know they liked me because I was so to myself and in my own whimsy world that I didn't realize, you know, people were like, oh yeah, I never tried like even asking you out or flirting with you because you were so like, you just seemed like you didn't date people or something. I don't know what was wrong with you. And I'm like, wow, even the people that had a crush on me wouldn't ask me out, which is crazy. So when I became a programmer and there wasn't a lot of females in the class, I just, you know, I started getting, this is when the first time of my life I started getting flirted with, and I looked like this, and I I looked like this. This is who I at one point I was gonna get another t-shirt like this, but I wanted one of those t-shirts where it's like, let me open a layer. I wanted one of those t-shirts where it's like the purple shirt, right? And it's got like the, it's got like a wolf on it, right? And like there's like the wolf, and it's like, ow, right? And then this is like, and it's got like the moon. It's got like a full moon on it. It's got like the full moon. I wanted one of those. and the thing is, I told my friends I wanted a wolf shirt, and they were like, yeah, you're still gonna get hit on if you get that t-shirt. The shirt was beamed to death. Well, for me, it was like, I had never really been around for the wolf meme, but like, I was like, oh, they still sell these, you know, fantasy shirts. I was like looking for like interesting graphic shirts. I was like, the wolf t-shirt could be fun. This is literally insane. And I think I would have, like, I think I had a little lanyard that had my, dorm housing key on it. And then I would have, like, my cell phone, and I would just carry I would carry an iPad and a Dr. Pepper. And, like, I carried everything, like, I don't know if I had a purse, or I just put everything in my pockets. I really can't remember at the time. I think my cafeteria food was on like a card or something that I carried on me. I can't remember. But yeah, I would just show up to class. And I'd go back home after. Yeah, this is naneniwa. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I dressed like this. I don't know why I thought this would not attract anyone, but I'm just gonna get, I can't stare at it any longer. Are you aware of Steins Gate? I know of it. I don't know much about it. The college you went to, they sold awful food. It was like middle school food. Oh, I'm so sorry. We had Chick-fil-A. So it wasn't too bad. Are you aware of Steins Gate? Yes, I said that. I don't think there's anything you could have done to stop guys from hitting on you, sadly. Wait, I will say, one time this guy went up to me and was like, oh, you're in the class, you're my major, that's pretty cool. Also, hi chat, hi! Welcome in, Hugo. Sorry, I was ranting. What coding center had thigh-high women? The one I went to, man, okay? Yeah, it's just funny. It's just a funny time. Just a funny time. I will say, you guys know Frieza from Dragon Ball? I had this picture. I don't even know where the picture is anymore. I had a cosplay photo. It was someone cosplayed as Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, except they were like super buff and chiseled, and they were posing. I'm gonna have to pull up paint again, aren't I? Okay, so basically, this was my iPad. Wait, it's not capturing. Hold on. Hold. Come on. Oh, my paint crashed? What the heck, man? It's not capturing paint. Okay, anyways, well, whatever. Basically, it was a picture of Vegeta or not Vegeta, Frieza cosplaying, like in the full suit. But the Frieza was posed sitting, and they put the tail, the Frieza tail between their legs and like held it. They held it up between their legs, as if it was blocking something. Very calendar-esque shoot. I had that as my iPad lock screen. Because it was so unhinged. It was so unhinged. And the guy's jawline was like handsome Squidward in the picture. And, yeah. I remember this guy. This guy was like, oh, hey man, like, it's pretty cool. There's a girl in the major or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And I hit the unlock button on my iPad in class. He looked down. He saw the Frieza, Giga Chad, SpongeBob, Squidward, perfect jawline with the tail between the legs being held. And he looked at me and he was like, I think I need to check if I turned my homework in. And and he never tried to flirt with me again. So, you know, sometimes being weird pays off in unexpected ways, because I didn't know how I was going to turn this guy down, but he he turned me down first. It was a safe for work wallpaper. It like the wallpaper was safe for work, okay? It just looked very, you know, like va-va-voom. He was too intimidated by the charm. My charisma stat was too crazy. Mission accomplished. That's how I felt. I was like, if you can't handle my Frieza wallpaper, you can't handle me. It was a crazy time. I spent a lot of time watching shows that everyone else had watched. I remember I binged Batman Beyond, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good. I was like, well, Batman Beyond's pretty good. But yeah, I always sometimes share comp sci stories because they're so crazy. They're so crazy. I feel like I met the craziest people in computer science. And my guy friends would be like, wow, I'm so glad I'm a guy. Not a girl like cops. I'd be like, whatever, man. Have I binged any classic 2000 shows like Smallville's or Heroes? I don't know what Smallville or Heroes is. Did you watch the Batman Beyond movie? I didn't know there was a movie. I watched whatever Netflix told me to watch, and I, you know. Netflix was like, you will watch this, and I was like, okay. They were like, you like cartoons? Watch this. Here's your slop. We're gonna remove this soon, so you better watch it. Sorry, I'm eating chips and salsa. I can't help it. I'm getting my lunch while I'm streaming, so that way when I'm not streaming, I don't have to worry about lunch. I can just dip into whatever I needed. You binge Star Trek in college? Probably didn't help your social life. That's fair. What kind of salsa? Restaurant salsa. I went to get Mexican food yesterday. I'm eating my leftovers right now. I'm just having like a lunch breakfast. I decided to have my lunch for breakfast. Lunch. It's a lot of food, so. I got a veggie quesadilla. Yeah, the chips are really good. This place I go to is like so good. Some kind of messed up brunch. Some kind of sick and twisted brunch I'm eating. Enchiladas. Enchiladas are really good. The only thing about the enchiladas I get at this place is they're made with like the white sauce. So it's like really heavy on the cream and the cheese and all that. For the vegetarian ones. And I'm like, ooh, it's not like a tomato sauce one. It's like they only make the vegetarian vegetarian enchiladas with the really heavy dairy sauce. So I'm like, ooh, no thank you. Queso Blanco? They don't call it Queso Blanco. It's different. They call it something else because they don't use like the Queso Blanco cheese. They use like some other white cheeses, but it's good. And like cream and stuff. Cause they don't use the yellow cheese, they use the white cheese with the cream. I really like what is it? Waka cheese or whatever? You're getting hungry now? Dang. It is getting near lunchtime for some of you. As long as it's not called something like yum yum sauce. Yes, that cheese. This stuff. This is the good stuff, okay? I never know how to say it. My mom always gets mad that I can't pronounce Spanish food, and I'm like, well, who failed to teach me Spanish? Yeah, that's right, Madre. Me Madre, you failed to teach me Spanish, so now you have to deal with your what is it? What is it? Weta loca? Now your daughter's a weta loca. How's that feel? How's that make you feel, Mom? Yeah. It's okay. It's like Waka cheese, right? Or something? Waka Flocka Flame. Learn Portuguese. I'm not good at learning languages, okay? No sabe. No sabe. No sabe, kid. Yeah. I know. But, okay, my dad's, like, really smart at, like, the science and math and stuff, and I think I got his brain when it comes to that. But my mom's not, like, the best at, like, math and science stuff. She's, like, okay. She's, like, average. She's average. She's not, like, a genius. But my mom can speak, like, 5 languages, okay? My mom knows English, Spanish. She knows a bit of Latin. She can speak in Italian. She can do conversational French. And then she knows a bunch of phrases in other languages, like German. She knows a little bit of Japanese, I think. Just, like, a bunch of other stuff. And she's always, like, saying thank you and you're welcome and please get this. And, like, she rotates all the languages that she asks, like, that she says thank you in. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. She always assumes that I know, and I'm like, Mom, I know Java, C++, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, you know? Yeah. Does she know Southern? Yeah, she also can speak, like... My mom can speak kind of, yeah. Goofy. The early elf gets the worm. Thank you for the 52 months. Holy smokes. I missed you at FanFest. I know you didn't go, but I missed you nonetheless. I did have a moment where I was like, I wish Habib was here. Nobody wanted to drink. Nobody wanted to drink at FanFest. Nobody wanted to drink at FanFest until I was already exhausted beyond belief. And no one wanted to, like, turn up. No one wanted to turn up, and I really needed you to be there to turn up with me. And you weren't there. Our Final Fantasy friends are prudes. It's sad. It's so sad. Okay. You didn't have to, like, out. You didn't have to out one of our friend groups like that. You know? But it is true. Yeah, our friends don't super drink. We did have a bit of soju the first night, but we couldn't, like, get crazy because we woke up at, like, 4 a.m. for the panel. But I was just like, ugh. The Saturday night, I was like, let's drink, everybody. And everyone's like, I'm so tired. And then Sunday, people were like, I could drink a little bit. And I was like, I have to fly tomorrow. I don't want to fly after drinking. So, yeah. Can she speak in angry glares? Of course, she's a mother. How many of those programming languages can you still read and understand? Like, probably all of them. I've done a lot of different stuff. I mean, I mostly do, like... I do a lot with, like, databases or whatever. I don't want to say necessarily what I do, though, because I don't want you guys to, like, try to narrow down what I'm doing in the tech industry and try to find me. You're not prude, you're just old and can't do things like when I was younger. No, these people have, like, never drank, really, in their life. They do, like, 1 to 2 drinks. They don't even, I don't know. And Grandpa, Habib, Grandpa, drinking Grandpa, chat, not the Grandpa who, not Punter. Not that Grandpa who comes on stream sometimes. My angry Grandpa, I call him Grandpa, he's very angry in the friend group. He also didn't go to FanFest. And he's the person I drink with at, like, every anime convention. We just kind of see who wants to hit a bar. And we just sit in the lobby of a bar and we just drink. We drink, we chat, we shoot the shot. You know? Get some whiskey or whatever. You know, it's nice. I always love doing that with friends whenever I go to conventions. I like just sitting in the lobby and having some drinks and then seeing other people that are at the event. And, you know, we all end up drinking together. But I don't like going by myself to drink at a bar because I'm a female, you know? You know, I don't like going out by myself. I'm like, I need someone to go with me, please. Does anybody, you know? Because some of my friends like to go drink that are guys. They'll just go sit at a bar by themselves. I remember I went to like, was it Anime Expo or something? You're a social drinker? No, it's I don't want someone to steal me or put something in my drink and I'm alone. Kind of deal. That's a safety. It's a safety reason I don't drink by myself at bars and stuff, you know? Or like the lobby bar or whatever. Yeah, I'm very yoinkable. As my mother would say. You look like they could steal you very easily. A lot of people say I look stealable. A lot of my friends that I've met, they're like, yeah, you look like... Let us know when you're home, okay? You look like you could get stolen. I'm like, okay. Not safe to drink alone and you could fit in a suitcase. First of all, I'm 6'3", male, and I'm 300 pounds, so... It's just difficult to drink like that alone, because I might end up on someone's TikTok or something. You know, it has nothing to do with me being suitcase. I'm not suitcase sized, you know. But yeah, my friend, my grandpa, my angry grandpa, that's a weeb. I remember at like Anime Expo and I was hanging out with my friends and stuff, and he's like, I'm messaging the group chat. I'm like, where is everybody? He's like, oh, I'm drinking at the bar right now. I'm like, who you with? He's like, oh, just me. I'm getting like an appetizer. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, heck yeah. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. I pull up. We're drinking some drinks. You know, we're talking about seasonal anime. We're talking about who are you watching on YouTube lately? You know, what games have been playing. It's always nice. It's always nice to just kind of do that. I like nerding out at the bar. You know, and it's not like a bar. It's more like a swanky little hotel bar at a hotel I'm not staying at. You know what I mean? I do like splurging every now and again and day drinking on vacation. I like day drinking more than night drinking socially. Dude, sounds like cool people. Yeah, W grandpa, yeah. Why is that? I don't know. I feel like it's like easier to like when the sun's out, it's easier to be like tipsy. At nighttime, things get a little crazy. And I don't really like the night crowd. I like the daytime vacation drinking vibe. It's more relaxed. You know? Nighttime, people are like on the prowl. There are people that are single. You know, there's so many people going to the bars at night for various reasons. Day drinking's great. The hangover hits you at 10 p.m. and you get to sleep through it. Exactly. You get like a nice dinner, knock out, go back to the hotel. You know, if you're at a hotel with a pool, maybe you and your friends, you know, go hit the pool or whatever. You know, it's you know, there's so many different vibes. I'm more like low energy when it comes to that kind of stuff. Nane out there day drinking with the rich aunties, of course. On vacation? It's vacation. If I'm Ubering everywhere, look, I'm gonna go for like the alcoholic drinks. Except for in the mornings. I like to get like a latte. You can't go to conventions because you'll buy something you'll regret later. You have no impulse control. That's fair. That's fair. I haven't been to any conventions lately. It's because I don't like to go to conventions by myself. And the people who I've been going to anime conventions with are like, oh, I'm gonna go here. Do you want to go? They're people that I would not stay beside the entire time. You know, like they have their own friends. They're probably gonna go do their own thing. And I absolutely, when I go to a convention, I need at least 1 to 2 people that I'm like, we are going like everywhere together. If we break apart, like we're gonna meet back up. Like, you know, there's gonna be check-ins. We're gonna make sure we're safe. We're gonna make sure we're good people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to travel alone. I think that could just be like a gender thing. I don't know why I'm like this, but I am. And if I know I'm going to a convention where I don't, like, guy or girl, if I don't know, like, the people that well, I'm like, I don't feel like, you know, if I don't feel like I'm going to have someone in my friend group with me the whole time, like, might get left alone by myself, I will not go. So I always make sure I have, like, someone staying with me at like the hotel I go to for a convention, you know? Honestly, it's safe to travel in groups regardless of gender. Yeah, that too. It's just safer all around. But like I feel like, you know, I feel like with my gender, it's been drilled into me more heavily that I need to travel with someone. That I need, you know? So like I've been like, you know, I'll ask my roommate, I'm like, hey, do you want to go to this convention? And they're like, no, we already went to a convention once this year. I really don't want to leave the house, like, for a very long time, if possible. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. And then they're like, oh yeah, me and like the Final Fantasy group, we're gonna go meet up for a movie. Do you want to join us? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go watch some movies with like the Final Fantasy friends that I have, but that are like IRL friends that we all ended up playing 14. Some are online friends, some are like friends I made at school that played 14. I met a friend that played 14 at school, and then they introduced me to all their 14 friends, and you know, so on and so forth, you know. A couple of my 14 friends, all they do is draw Hatia. Yeah. I learned they're not real Fujos though, because they're actually crack shippers. I watched the girl DM stream where she said if you're shipping 2 already characters, it's Fujo. But if it's your OC and the character, it's crack shipping. So technically it's Fujo crack shipping, but you know. Mood though, we were planning to go to Level Up and MagicCon, but they landed back-to-back weekends and I need my recharge time. Okay, yeah, I would never do back-to-back conventions. That's actually insane. That's actually insane. I could not do back-to-back, but... And then, like, one of my friends was like, oh, do you want to go to this VTuber convention? I'm like, I really don't want to meet other VTubers at a VTuber event. I would rather meet VTubers, like... If I had like a VTuber friend that was like, hey, I'm going to this concert that is not related to gaming or VTubing, and then there happened to be VTubers at that concert that they do, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know. But if I'm going to like, I'm not going to Off-Kai, girl. I have zero interest in going to Off-Kai. Some of my friends that are VTubers were like, don't you want to go to Off-Kai? And I was like, no, I really don't. I hope you have fun with your friends, though. Yeah, MagicCon's cool? I don't even know what that is. Now working with VTubers offline sounds like a nightmare. I don't even collab with people. I just kind of do my own little thing. Like, why do I need to meet other VTubers? You know what I mean? Unless it's like, I'm meeting friends of a friend. Like, I'm kind of like, everyone... If I'm meeting friends of any friend, all friends are considered equal, and I don't care if they're a VTuber or not, but like that's the only way I'm meeting VTubers, you know? Didn't you meet Girl DM at a con, though? No. I don't think we've been to any conventions together. I did bump into her at the Final Fantasy convention, because she was there. But like, we had already hung out before that. No, I met her through League of Legends. That sounds so bad. Well, okay, so Numuru Kai and Lupin had a league tournament. I joined. I made a bunch of VTuber friends. My friend was like, oh, you're vegetarian. Girl DM's vegetarian. You guys should be friends. You're both vegetarian. And I was like, okay. And that's how Numuru Kai. I can't even say his name, man. Kai. Yeah, you guys know who Kai is. We all bully him. But yeah. Yeah. So it's all Kai's fault. It's always Kai's fault, yeah. The reason I'm blessed with so many wonderful friends is it's all Kai's fault. It's all Kai's fault that I have all these wonderful friends in my life that I love and cherish. Yeah, it's all Kai's fault. Honestly, can you believe this guy? Yeah, he was hosting some like VTuber league tournament event, and that's how I made all my friends. I kid you not. I was like, oh yes, I know. Can't believe we do that. Yeah. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, no, that's kind of how that all happened. I know people are always like, how'd you and Girl DM become friends? How'd you meet? And it's like, it's really just that simple. It's really just we were both vegetarian and someone threw us both in a call, and then we started talking about our recipes our food cooking strategies. although she's been vegetarian longer, so she's definitely more knowledgeable on the cooking. But yeah, that's the more you know. The more you know. The more you know. Yeah. I haven't... a VTuber I would like to meet in real life. I would like to meet Kiari. I'd like to meet Kiari one day. She's very, very important to me. She's a friend I've hung out with a ton. We're both just really busy. You haven't met Kya? No. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much stuff is going on in her life? No offense, Kiari, if you're here. I'm so sorry. She has so much going on. Like, she's always helping her family, basically. She is such a good, like, family member to everyone. She is always busy. That girl is never free. And when she's traveling or on vacation, she's usually traveling with her family. We almost met one time, but the dates didn't line up. We almost, like, happened to be traveling at the same time. But then it didn't work out. But yeah, no, she's someone I would like to meet. I've met some other people. I met Yuzi. She was very sweet. She's... Yuzi accidentally has $100 in Square Enix merch that was not paid for. And so does Vera. The person who drew Gleep Glorp when we did the Hightail streams, she did the art for that. She did my FanFest sticker as well. She also has $100 of unpaid Square Enix merch. So, I told you guys this story, right? Oh, I need to tell you guys my FanFest story. This is really cooked. I got over $200 worth of merch for free. So, I was waiting in the merch line, and my friends wanted some stuff. And Vera drew my FanFest sticker, and she didn't charge me for it. So I was like, at FanFest, I'm gonna take you out for dinner. But then she was always like tired or busy or already had dinner by the time I could take her out to get food. Or by the time I was free, or if she was free, I was busy. I was like, ooh, I made plans to eat already. So I was in the merch line. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy her a gift for drawing for me. And I'll just get Yuzi a gift too while I'm at it. And they had these little blind box badges. And they were $30. They were $30. I was like, oh, that's reasonable. $60 for my two friends. You know, they did art for me. You know, no big deal. So I bought the $30 box. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I got the merch I wanted for me. I got like a file folder for all my art. Because I've been doing watercolor on canvas. And then I give them the boxes and I go, hey, these are gacha boxes. Let me know what you get. I want to know what you pull. But I had to go back to my other friend group because they had saved seats for the concert and I was going to go do that. So I gave the merch items that I was able to get from my friends out to them and stuff. And I was like, yeah, let me know. They're like, oh, yeah, okay. They messaged me and they go, I was like, oh, so what? Which badge did you get out of the set? And they go, Nane, we got all of them. And I was like, huh? What do you mean you got all of them? What do you mean by that? And so I'm gonna pull up the screenshot. There is a swear word in this screenshot, but I need you to see this chat. I need you to see this, okay? Vera goes, Nane, please tell me you did not spend $130 on me at FanFest. And I went, I spent $30. LMAO, what? Is that what you got? WTF? They messed up. I was charged $168 for the twins because I bought the twin plushies for my friend. So my friend got... Yeah, so if you guys know who Yuzi is on Twitch, her name is Yuzi on Twitch, like 4 letters. You can go into her 14 streams and go, hey, I heard you stole $100 from Square Enix. And And she will freak out, and then she'll be like, oh my gosh, are you guys talking about the blind box badges? It was really cool, though. So basically, I was charged $30. Someone working at the convention seems to have forgotten to put a 1. They forgot to put a 1 on the iPad, so technically, they were sold to me falsely advertised, so I don't think they can do anything about it. It's just kind of... It's kind of funny. I didn't know they were $130, so someone just mispriced them on the iPad, basically, but... it's still a pretty funny story. I like to share it, but... I think that's the craziest thing that happened at FanFest. This is just like when I got a office chair at 90% off instead of 30% off. Exactly. I was like so surprised. I was like, the whole day, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean these cost $130? What do you mean I saved $200? I thought I was getting only just 1. Because I was like, oh yeah, with how much money Final Fantasy makes, it's a drop in the bucket. I mean, yeah, but, you know. And I'm sure the person working at the convention was, like, a temporary worker, too. It probably was. So it's, like, they can't even, like, fire the guy that made the mistake. He's probably already done with his work for the weekend. It's just, like, are you... I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Probably the craziest thing that happened. But, yeah. Guys. I love you, chat, but... It's 1 p.m. You guys know what that means. It's the last stream of the week. I'll see you guys on Monday. I think Monday we're gonna do more Hear Me Out Island in Tomodachi Life. I will probably have a video ready for that eventually. I have a few videos I'm editing from streams. The drinking and driving video game stream, that'll be edited down. Yeah, I have some clips that I'm gonna have put up soon, so yeah, just some stuff. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll miss you. If you guys are around on YouTube or Twitch, please stick around because I have a streamer to show you. We just yapped today. I'm gonna do more just chatting streams because they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun. You know how it is. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Thanks for streaming some... Yeah, I have to go to work now. But... Yeah. Oh my gosh, Anime Kawaii! Thank you for following me. Thank you. Thank you if you followed me on YouTube as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that. I'm naneniwa! And I will see you Monday. Goodbye! Oh, if I stream sporadically on the weekend and I do like drunk karaoke or something, that you know, we never know what can happen. You never know what I'll do after 2 beers, okay? But I'll see you guys Monday if not. Okay, bye!